gives us flexibility in the draft too.
Yeah, totally agree.
Well,
Totally
he'll also bring that veteran leadership on the offense, which is what we've been lacking. You
Yes.
never had a true. You've got Max on the defensive side. Now on the offense, you're bringing in, like you said, an experienced veteran quarterback that's going to be that leader on the team, which we haven't had. The last time we had a leader on the offensive side was I know some aren't going to agree, but was definitely Carr. Carr was the leader on that offense, as your quarterback should. It shouldn't be your offensive line or your tackle
Yeah,
or
no
a
doubt.
center or a wide receiver, even though Jacoby Myers, I think, was that guy for us last year on the offensive side, just because of, his veteran stature and players respected him and liked him, So I think that's also the good thing with Geno coming in,
Oh yeah,
like
like I said, that it's instant culture. It's instant culture. Someone that can actually process NFL defenses. I think like I was telling Rundown earlier as well. I think he, that was a discombobulated type of season for Seattle last year. I kind of watched a few of their games last year, and I thought that Geno he forced a lot. They didn't have the best run game last year as well, and the play calling just wasn't as consistent as you saw it with Pete Carroll, right? Like we knew when Pete Carroll was coaching the Seahawks, there was a certain way that they were going to play football, and I don't know about you guys, but I can't remember too many times where I just watched them get their ass kicked by any team, right?
Yeah.
So, that to me that says that he understands what he's getting in Geno. He understands what he wants, and our offense is going to be competent. Last year, we had one of the most incompetent offenses from top to bottom in the league, and it showed. You know what I mean? Getsy, with Getsy being the main culprit, and then you can trickle that down to Gardner Minshew and some of the other things that happened. But we'll start with Getsy and just the whole philosophy.
Dad, real quick, if I can interject, man. Let's keep it a bean. The talent gap between Geno Smith and Aidan O'Connell and Gardner Minshew is about as wide as the talent gap as if Jeff was playing LeBron James in one-on-one. Let's be honest with ourselves here, bro.
Hey.
Without a doubt.
One thing.
What's happening?
Geno Smith.
I object to that.
See. Go ahead, my man.
One thing about Geno Smith coming in here,
hey,
he knows a style of play Pete Carroll like to run. He knows what kind of style he likes to play. So he already had to leg up on everybody else. Like, I know what Pete Carroll likes. I know what he wants. So he already got to leg up. So he hasn't learned nothing new yet. I mean, besides the playbook of Chip Kelly, but he hasn't learned anything new. Like you said, Grandpa, he already know the culture, what Pete Carroll expects out of him.
Yeah. And here's the thing, just a real quick with Gardner and Geno. I mean, the one thing we know about Geno Smith is that Geno Smith is a bona fide NFL starter. I'm not saying he's a bona fide superstar or anything like that, but he is an NFL starting quarterback. You don't look at Geno as a backup, right? Like kind of like we looked at Gardner Minshew. Was like, okay, we done trade. We just signed Gardner Minshew. I remember last year we were like, dude, we signed Gardner Minshew. What else is next? Okay, I know this isn't it. You know what I mean? So that was the feeling I had when we signed Gardner Minshew last year. Us making this trade for Geno, that's okay. We can compete, and if we put the right pieces in place, 10-7 ain't out of the question. That's how I feel about Geno.
Mention question, Paul. So last year we had Minshew and AOC.
Mm-hmm.
What top receiver, wants to come to the Raiders and play for these quarterbacks? Tell me one. None.
None. Zero.
Smith, a proven veteran who can, like after I read your son these stats, who can get it done. But you see us like, I can go to the Raiders. They got a quarterback now. I can go play for them. So he can bring us more receivers, free agents, if they're even out there. So we have that.
I'm really like I said. I think that you throw Chip Kelly in that too. Put Chip Kelly in that mix where there's some play calling acumen. You know what I mean? Like putting guys in the right situations. You know what I mean? So for me, we need to go ahead and make sure that now we want to switch over to the draft and then you look at it talking about adding talent there. I talked to my son. Do we go after the Arizona receiver at 6? Do we go after a Genty if Genty's there at 6? Or if Shedeur slides to 6, do we go with Shedeur? Like, I think that we need to put a playmaker on this offense really quickly, a number 1 type receiver. So I wouldn't be mad at any one of those guys if they were there at 6 and we took them. And you could throw Mason Graham in there as well. But as far as getting a playmaker, like I think that should be a top priority as well. I don't think we're in the DK Metcalf sweepstakes anymore, though. I think we're done there.
Yeah, they want too much.
They want too much. First pick and a third pick.
I mean, I know from some of the shows this week that we've been talking about, we were all kind of on board with it being like a 3rd round pick for him. And maybe throw in like a Michael Mayer, add a little juice to it, instead of the 1st round pick. I don't want to give him a 1st round pick.
And you know what? Even we talk about the draft compensation, but here's the other piece to that. Now we got to pay him. Like that's part of this. And my man's talking about he wants 30 M's.
Yeah, but we were willing to give up the 3rd for DK and give him 30. So it shouldn't be a problem to give Geno the 3rd and give him 40. That's nothing for a quarterback.
Rundown. When you were doing your live tonight, I know I was kind of fading in and out listening because there's just so much going on here at the house at the time. You talked about how much, like, where he ranks in the quarterbacks. I think you said he was like 15, ranked 15.
If we paid him $40 million, he's the 15th highest paid quarterback in the league.
Quarterback, yeah.
And if we're being honest, if we're ranking quarterbacks, he's around there. 15, 17.
That's the going price. I mean, that's
so like if you take the money out of it, like if you're just gonna rank quarterbacks in the NFL, he's around 15, 17 if you were ranking them. If he's getting paid 15, he's getting paid his rank. I mean, that's what it is.
Now I will say I'm banking on this as far as what we can do with Geno. I'm banking on the stability of him being with Pete Carroll again and getting back into this culture mixed with some of the talent that we got on this team. I think that can account for Geno, that could give Geno a boost in itself. Never forget that we got the tutelage of Tom Brady as well. And I'm sure he's going to be lending his expertise. You know what I mean? So there's a standard that I think Geno is coming to that might even be a better standard than what he had with the Seahawks with Pete Carroll. Because you're talking about you got a bona fide offensive coordinator with Chip Kelly. You got Tom Brady behind the scenes. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of stability. All of a sudden, there's a lot of mature stability in this organization that we couldn't even spoke on last year.
Do you know what we were ranked last year in passing on an offensive line? You know our rank was?
What's that?
13. We was ranked 13 in the NFL in pass protection.
Yeah.
What were the Seahawks?
Our line wasn't that bad last year. I mean,
26 in run. So in the passing thing, now we just got rid of I'm lighting the ass James.
Yes.
Man. Yes. Lighting the loafers. Yeah, lighting the loafers James.
Parham next, Jeff. Parham next.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we put James in the middle and we get a guard and we move from 13 up to 9. But we should have no problems. Because we need receivers, right? We got a playmaker. We got Brock Bowers. Jacoby. What do they call it? Consistent. He always makes a catch. And he blocks on the run games.
Yeah.
People don't think about that. When they run, he blocks.
I feel like we're gonna bring Tyler Lockett in too. I feel like somehow,
do me
some
a
way.
favor, Chris. What did Seattle rank in their rankings last year?
And what ranking you want?
Pass protection and run last year.
Hold on.
So Rebel says 21 touchdowns, 24 turnovers, 15 interceptions, 9 fumbles for Geno at 40 mil. Make it make sense. 5 or 6 of them turnovers, bro. I literally watched them games. Them shits is Hail Mary interceptions. I don't count them shits. I mean, honestly, I don't count no Hail Mary interception. So take out 5 or 6 of those.
Well, and I'll say this as well. I think Geno was trying to do too much last year.
Yeah,
a lot of games. A lot of games. Like when you don't have a running game, their run game was shit last year. Their run game was shit last year. So, you have to realize that, he was trying to force a lot of things. I'm not making total excuses for him. I'm not saying that he's a a top 5, top 10 quarterback or nothing like that. But he did have to force a lot of plays last year. You know, remember his first year with Pete Carroll, he had 30 touchdowns and 11 interceptions. You know what I mean? Like that was only a couple of years ago. You know, he was comeback player of the year. So, I mean, he does have it in him. Like I said, I think with the stability that we're going to offer him, because you know Pete's going out to get a real running back. We probably going to get a couple of banger running backs. You know, we probably going to get a couple of bangers. Yeah, we're going to get a couple of bangers.
That's the
you know.
The draft is freaking loaded with them.
So we're going to lace.
Even some of these running backs are going to be undrafted free agents. I mean, are going to be just as good as, you know, some of the other running backs that are already in the NFL.
Look here, bro. Well, can I be honest with you? Look, I got people over here talking about you don't think Geno worth 40. Derek Carr is making $37.5 million.
Yeah.
Geno Smith is worth
for quarterback.
Geno Smith is worth that amount of money. I'm sorry, bro. He's better than Derek Carr right now. I don't care what nobody wants.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Right now, he's better.
Without a doubt.
He deserves that 40. You can get him that 40.
To pay Donald $40 million.
That's what I'm saying. Are we kidding?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This year, aren't we only giving him 25?
No, he wants a contract extension, though.
He's going to get the extension.
He's going to get an extension.
Okay.
Yeah, they're gonna give him another 15.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? And he's worth it.
Sound nasty. It sounds gross, but you got to think, bro. Like compared to everybody else, he's getting paid. Like compared to, he's better than a lot of these dudes. Like Baker Mayfield is the low end at 33, but still, bro, like he's around. He's same comparable to Baker Mayfield, in my opinion. He's not.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield.
And also, hey fellas, remember this. 2 things. The salary cap has went up exponentially. That's one. Yeah. 2 is that we have an influx of cash now. Okay. With this new ownership group that came in, we got the bread. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, we got the bread. It's like I love the moves that they making. You cut Andre James. You cut some of these other guys that we could even get more cap space with. You know what I'm saying? So the money is there. That's the going rate for a quarterback of Geno's stature at this point, because all the upper echelon guys are getting 50 and over.
Yeah, even and I'll tell you what, I wasn't in favor of it because I'm still a firm believer. You sign a contract, you play that contract out. But you look at what we just did with Max. We restructured him at the right time. We did it right before free. We set the bar now.
Set the market.
So if we would have waited for someone else to sign first, we'd be paying even more money for him. And number 2, with the restructure that we did on him, we gained another, $6 million back into the cap.
Yep, that's a great point.
101, so we put more money back into the cap too, so we can use it.
I also heard that the same could happen with Christian Wilkins.
Yeah,
they might be they might be able to restructure him to get some more money under the cap.
And
for this year,
and with the coaching staff we have now, I've said this before, it makes it easier for you to get some of these veteran players that are free agents, because players are now going to want to come here. Whereas years past, like within the last 5 or 6 years, nobody wanted to come here because we were such ass and we had horrible coaching staff. Now you've got a direction. You've got a clear path what's going on. Players are going to want to come here and be a part of this turnaround for this team, because let's face it, this team turns it around. It's going to be a huge story, and you're going to be part of it as that player that helped reestablish the Raiders as relevant again.
Hey, Ron, what stats do you want?
I just pulled it up right now. I just pulled it up right now. So that's what I'm saying. Like, and that's, again, we got to put things into perspective. Rebel, Rebel will tell me like, oh yeah, they got a cool Russian, whatever, bro. I'm looking there 28th. They ranked 20. What did we rank, Chris?
26.
28th. They ranked 28th in rushing last year. Only damn near 95 yards a game, and we only had 1,300 yards.
They were terrible.
We only had 1,300.
They were terrible last year.
Yeah.
They had 1,600 yards rushing. They only had 300 more yards rushing. He still had 4,200 yards. So that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, we have to. And Gardner Minshew did what at 1,300 rushing yards? Aidan O'Connell did what with 1,300 rushing yards? Yeah. So again, bro, we have to keep things into perspective. There are tiers. It's laughable the talent gap between Aidan O'Connell and Geno Smith.
Yeah, the rundown. I mean, the only thing
But the offensive line was ranked 30th in the NFL. The offensive line was ranked 30th in the NFL, but yet they won 10 games.
Their offensive line was ranked 30th?
Yeah. They're 30th.
And then 10-7.
And went 10-7.
Come on.
With no running.
Listen, Geno, he can win you games. I mean, I've sat there and watched him beat the 49ers. I sat there and watched him beat the Rams before. I mean, like he can win you games. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that. I mean, look, you can't shake a stick at DK Metcalf or Tyler Lockett. So it's not like he didn't have talent around him. But at the same time, I think that right now we're on course to offer him better talent than he had with him.
Yeah. Well,
I really feel like that.
We got talent.
Yeah.
You got Brock Bowers. You got, like I said, you got Jacoby. We need maybe another one receiver or two.
Yeah.
We got Tucker.
Yeah. We got to get two more receivers. I mean, like I said, I feel like Tyler Lockett's gonna. I think they're gonna sign Tyler Lockett as one, and then they're gonna get another one.
What was that, Ruffy?
Yeah, but here's the thing. I mean, sorry to interrupt because I know my internet is crashing down, but I really understand that after Geno Smith, don't be surprised if they're gonna bring something like wide receiver with high caliber, because I understand we need to figure it out about like the running back room, which is, as a matter of fact, like I told you the guys, I mean, the running back room, it became like a lot of disaster, but we need to figure it out after getting ball like the situation for the quarterback. We need to solve the situation of the wide receiver, the running back, tight end, not too much because we have Michael Mayer, Brock Bowers, but also we got Jacoby Myers as a wide receiver, but we need something to get him ball, a lot of more defense. And after we just saw like an extension from Matt Crosby, who knows what's going to be extended for Nets? Christian Wilkins, Robert Spillane. I mean, someone that has to go for like the defense, and they never stop.
Well, Christian Wilkins had to be extended because he has a 5-year term, 4 year.
Yeah. He just got to get extended out, restructured.
Yeah.
Once you restructure him, we're all right. We're going to be all right with him.
Yeah.
So, well, look, I'll say this. I'll say this about the receiver. That's why I said a little bit earlier. Do you go after McMillan from Arizona? Because if you go after McMillan, and he will be there at 6, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Then you're getting the best wide receiver in the draft. You know what I mean? But I just think that the draft is such a wild card because there's so many options. We don't know what the hell is going on in the top 5. We really can't say that we know what's going on in the top 5. You know what I mean?
I'm literally seeing all the Seahawk players react right now, and all the Seahawk players are pissed.
Yeah, they're pissed.
The Seahawk players are pissed. Like, they're mad. They really did not
for a third rounder.
They did not want this man to leave.
No, they didn't want
we stole Geno. For a third rounder, we stole Geno. If that's all we had to give up, to get a starting quarterback, a third rounder, then we stole that man.
Steals.
Yeah.
Please go look at this man highlights, dog. Please.
They said we got stabbed in the back. Why they get rid of Geno? They all were upset. Like,
please go watch this man highlights from last year, bro, so you should understand. Just understand. Look how much pressure he's in the fucking highlights. I'm just saying. Yeah.
Like I said, he tried to do too much last year. Like, if you watch some of their games, he forced a lot of things because the offensive line was so bad. You know what I mean? They couldn't run the football. They were kind of like we were, but we pass protected better. Yeah. You know, I mean, think about it. We had to have some decent pass protection for Brock Bowers to break the rookie record, right? This man had a hell of a year last year, and we had ass quarterbacks pretty much the whole season. You know what I'm saying? So, in that regard, he's gonna have a super weapon in Brock Bowers. I already know. You already know that we're going to draft a couple of running backs, and this is the draft for running backs. Yeah. You know what I mean? So we can stock up this year by getting Geno. That gave us time to say, okay, we can either draft a quarterback this year, which I think they are. We just don't know where, but they're going to draft one. I even threw this out to my son. Would y'all rock with Jalen Milroe in the second round and let him sit behind Geno?
I would. I'll tell you, Grandpa. they might just go ahead and draft Jalen Milroe because they were interested in him. He can sit for a year.
Right.
His timeline works if you want to say that. Like Geno's here for 2-3 years. Like and Jalen don't need to.
He's going to be a project.
Yeah,
I mean, we're not doing it. Listen. We're not doing it at 6. But you go ahead and get him. You go ahead and get him in that second round, and guess what? Just have a seat for 2 years.
See him fall to the 3rd round, to be honest with you, if not further back.
Honestly, I'm cool with even waiting another year. If we're gonna pay Geno that much money, and we know that this is a bad quarterback class, supposedly,
it's not that much money.
I know, but we're investing money, and we're investing him to be a bridge quarterback for the next at least 3 years. I'm willing to, let him be the starter for those 3 years. Let him be that bridge and build the team while we invest in a draft pick, maybe even next year, because this year is so deep besides the quarterback that we can build the team and then next year look for that player that can wait another year. And then by that time, Geno Smith contract's up, we can easily transition into the next quarterback coming in.
I disagree. Nate.
Yeah.
You know what? The Raiders have been drafted a quarterback. I asked that question earlier. Have been drafted a quarterback before the 3rd round. And can you name one? No. They didn't draft a quarterback this year.
Yes, they do.
One next year.
And I'll say this, Nate.
No more waiting around. Around. We wait till next year. Hell no. You got your bitch quarterback now. Get a quarterback now. Get him Milroe and Jackson Dart. Get somebody. Let him sit for a year. Let him learn.
Yep.
If he draft next year. No more waiting around for that.
Yeah. You got to get a quarterback this year. Yeah. You got to take a quarterback this year.
Yeah. And to
you know what I mean?
I think we're not going to be this low again. We're just not. Like, we're going to win more games. So it's like, this is the only time to be, not even as low as the 6, but we got the 6th pick in every round. So we're not going to be this low in every round again like this. So it's probably need to do it this year. And let's just keep it a bean, bro. We look at the draft, Nate. Next year, quarterback class ain't better. It's not. I mean, you could say it is, but it's not, bro.
Right. I mean, we say that every year. Like, oh man, let's wait till next year. Like, there's no guarantees. And like when you're picking quarterbacks, as you see, there's no guarantees. Like last year, we was all like, okay, yeah, we're gonna get Shedeur Sanders. And look, we're not in a position really to get him unless he falls. Like, there's never a chance where you can just sit here and say, okay, well, next year we'll get one. Because then guess what? Then next year we're gonna say next year we'll get one. So you gotta put your feet in the sand, and because there are some quarterbacks that are worthy as top of the round, 2nd round picks in this draft. There are some guys that you can pick up top of the 2nd round that are worthy of being picked at that position, right? Because I think like a guy like Jackson Dart, for example, Jackson Dart might not last till 20, to be honest. So I think it's gonna be. I think he's hotter than fish grease. Jackson Dart's not gonna last till he's gonna go 20 and above. That's it. And then after that, then you start looking at other guys. Like I said, it could be a Jalen Milroe, a Kyle McCord from Syracuse is out there. It's a lot of the Tyler Shuck. It's a lot of guys that people can look to say, okay, well, if we sat him for a year or two, this guy might be the kid we need to develop. Because I think it's going to be a movement right now to start drafting some of these quarterbacks and not putting them in the fire too early. Yeah. Especially when you got a guy like Tom Brady.
Did you say hotter than fish grease?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's an old schooler right there.
I love it.
Never heard that. Yes, sir.
That's old.
Yes, sir.
But anyway, Grandma, when's the last time you seen a Raiders draft a quarterback before round 3? When was the last time you saw that?
Derek Carr. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. In 14. That was 11 years ago.
Exactly.
That's a lot, bro. That's a lot.
Yeah.
So, they got to have a quarterback this year. They got
know this, Chris.
Real quick. We got a $5 holler, man. Appreciate it, man. Said Nation, keep Raider 24 Nation, son. Raider in your thoughts and prayers.
No doubt.
Get them back to 100% to make a game. Thoughts and prayers, man. Of course, man. We praying for y'all, man. Appreciate you for the super chat. And of course, man, hope the speedy recovery is happening, man. Get you to a game for sure, man. We gonna win some more games. We definitely gotta get you to a game. You already know what time it is.
No doubt. Hey, you know what? Check this on the quarterback tip too. So here's another thing. Here's a big caveat in this to me. Whoever we do draft, just remember that he's going to be endorsed by Tom Brady. So just know that whoever we do pick up, he's going to be endorsed by Tom Brady, which is fascinating to me, right? So I think you got to keep that in mind as well, because if we do end up drafting the quarterback in these first 2 rounds, that's going to tell you all you need to know about what they think this kid can do.
You know, also happy about what happened is that Geno Smith asked for a trade the other day and really jumped right in it. They didn't wait around.
Yeah.
He jumped right on it. So what Geno
He
Smith
wanted him. He wanted him.
You know what else I found funny, and this is for Pops too. Yeah, I found it very funny how Aidan O'Connell was like, "Yeah, man, I'm watching film with Tom Brady." And the day after Tom end up watching film with AOC. He's like, you know what? We got to go get Geno. You're right.
Yeah.
Geno.
Yeah.
Did you guys see that?
Yeah, no
absolutely horrendous trade proposition that the Seattle Seahawks sent?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
They tried to
Tripping,
shoot,
bro.
Yeah. They tried. Shit, I would have shot it. Hey, I would have shot it out there too. You know what I'm saying?
You can't blame for trying. Like, you never know.
Oh, look. My pops used to tell me, all she can say is no shit. Move on to the next one.
My pops say it's not a failure unless you try. So you don't know.
There it is, dog. There it is.
That's what it is, bro. I mean, of course we said no, but shit, they still gave us Geno for the 3rd, you know?
Yeah.
Which means is DK a possibility still? What if you got him for like a 4th?
I mean, okay, now if we talk about giving up. Now, okay, let me ask you a question. Would you give up a 2nd round pick for him?
No.
DK?
Yeah.
No.
I seen somebody say, let's do the pick swap. Let's do the pick swap. Let's get DK. Let's pick where are they at 18?
That I would do. I think I said that.
That's not
Did you
bad.
say that? Oh, then I take it back. I take it back then. I take it back.
And we'll throw in Michael Mayer. We'll throw Michael Mayer in for you if you want to sweeten the deal.
Exactly.
Well,
now, we can do that.
We haven't cut James says we can throw that in too. So here's a bonus package.
Exactly. Exactly.
We do need to keep some defense. We do need to think about this, man. Shout out 805 in the building, man. Appreciate you, man. We're gonna do something this weekend, 805 for sure. We're gonna get it in. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, as far as DK, our cap space will be gone. We still need to sign some defensive people. I mean, at least for something.
Exactly. So that's why I'm not really high on the DK thing anymore. Like, I don't know. I mean, like I said, that's a lot of money. The Chargers got a lot of money. I think he might be headed to the Chargers. I think they're gonna swing big on a guy like that.
Patriots are aggressive. Patriots are mad aggressive.
Got money too,
I'd rather see him go to the Patriots.
Yeah, me too. Rather than go to New England.
I think he'd be successful there.
Yeah,
I don't want to play them, but it's only one game.
I don't want to.
What about Mayer for a DK?
A Mayer?
No, they wouldn't.
They're not gonna do that straight up.
No, they wouldn't do that straight up.
That's not even swap at all.
Nah, they're not gonna do that straight up.
No, you're talking about
we'd have to give up like a 3rd in Mayer. A 3rd Mayer and like a 7th rounder.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Plus the extension. Rounder, right? Yeah, Mayer was the 2nd rounder.
And then we got to pay Metcalf, like you said, we eat our count.
Man, that's just gonna be too much bread because you already getting ready to pay Geno 40. You about to pay Geno 40. So then you throw him on top of that. That's just gonna be too much. You know what I mean? That's why we gotta. The free agent market for wide receivers is not great. That's one of the things that is not really great. That's why you saw Houston make the trade for Christian Kirk. You know what I mean? Like. They're trying to get in front of some of this stuff, dude. Like, Devontae's not coming back to us. No, I don't do traders anyway. I'm good on that. But
thank you.
You can't, because you know why? You can't trust that motherfucker, dog. Like now when you're in the foxhole, he ain't gonna be there.
Yeah,
he ain't gonna be there.
This guy's not a freaking team player.
He ain't gonna be there.
I'm not getting those catches. I don't have the stats. This is a team game.
Nah.
There's 20 other guys out there playing. You just want your stuff.
Nah, we don't need you. Yeah, we don't need that, dog. So I'm not rocking with him. So now you got a Chris Godwin, which everybody seems to think that might be a play because
like
Spytek came from Tampa, but I just don't like the injuries. Yeah, I feel like he's always getting hurt. You know, and that's the thing. So that's what boomerangs you back. It's just, where's your philosophy? That's why this is so intriguing right now, because you're asking yourself, which direction are we gonna go in this draft? Because the free agency crop is not that great with receivers. Where we're picking at right now, you could get the best receiver in the draft, but you're looking at it. It's going to be somebody that falls in this draft to 6. When we pick at 6, it's almost going to be like a Brock Bowers situation where we say, damn, this dude fell in our lap, whether that's Mason Graham, whether that's Shedeur Sanders, you know what I'm saying? Whether that's McMillan, somebody's going to fall, but we're going to get a blue chip player. I really feel like that's going to happen. So if you guys,
he's not going to be guaranteed to be good when he gets here anyway, because T-Mac was one of those players in college. He was a man amongst boys. So he comes in the field, he can be playing against other men. So he might be
but his skill set, but he's got such a skill set. Like he can, like when you watch this kid, and you know what? See, we tend to fall in love with the most explosive players that we see, right? Like we like explosion. We like that Jamar Chase, that, you know, that Tyreek Hill, you know what I mean? But some guys are just smooth athletes. They're so smooth and they're so skilled, they make it look easy. Almost like Luka does, right? You look at Luka, you like, damn, how the hell? Like, what are we doing? And you sitting there watching TV. I don't mean to jump over, but you sitting there like, man, I could guard Luka. No, you can't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and McMillan is kind of like the same type of guy. Like, you can look at him and some of the things, if you go back and look at his highlights, some of the things that he does, oh, that's NFL translatable all day.
Yep.
All day long. You know,
LV been talking about, he been talking about McMillan for the longest. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I see AJ Green. I see AJ Green.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Not a bad comparison at
And
all.
let's be honest, bro. When AJ Green is healthy, in that time, we was talking about him as one of the best receivers in the league.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Let's not
without a doubt.
AJ Green was that dog as a dog. So
And this kid can go up and get it too.
I see a lot.
Yeah, boys.
With Bowers, if I put him on the outside,
that's what I'm saying.
And I put Bowers on the same side in the slot, and I got Jacoby to a trips. Whoever wants to be there, bro, there's nothing you can do. Zero, bro. We're going to
and
work.
You go to get, and then you get yourself a stud running back. You because you're gonna be able to get a running back.
Yeah.
Can we get a Hampton? Can we get a Hampton with that?
Yeah. But see, Hampton's gonna be a first rounder though.
I don't know.
I don't think Hampton. I don't think Hampton can get. You might have to look at your boy from Iowa. Judkins is hard.
Caleb Johnson.
What about Caleb Johnson?
Give me Judkins.
Caleb Johnson is hard.
Give me Khalil Mullings in the 7th, bro. I'm over. I'm done.
You know they not talking about it. He might go undrafted, dog. He might go undrafted. I want him. That's what I want.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, dog. The dude is 6'2", 230.
Well, even 805 been pushing this kid for late too. That Ollie Gordon.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah.
Ollie Gordon is nice.
He led the
Ollie
league,
Gordon is nice.
the nation in rushing not this past year, but the year prior. Like, bro.
Yeah, Ollie Gordon's hard.
There's options, man. Where there's options. We look at one of them Ohio State dudes is coming. We getting one of them dudes.
Yeah, we snatch one of them dudes. We straight.
I feel that.
Now let me ask you a question.
The combine, though, I agree with Rundown. I'd rather have. I think I'm pushing more for Judkins now after watching the combine.
I'm telling you, bro. That dude.
He's explosive.
That's a
He's explosive
right there, bro. Like that's somebody. You can. As he grows, he gonna be one of them dudes. I really do.
Yeah.
Now the way Chip Kelly runs the offense is always quick. He runs a fast offense. He don't run a slow offense. He don't like sit there and set for 15, 40 seconds. He said, call a play, get in there, go. He's no waiting around.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask this question.
That's number one, bro. I mean, 224-4. Like, come on, dog. Like, you the fuck out of
That's
here.
crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Let me ask this question.
Dude, like, come on, bro.
Since we're talking about the number 6 pick, all right, I'm gonna give you 3 names, and each one of you guys tell me which one are you taking. Are you taking Shedeur, Mason Graham, or T-Mac at 6? If one of those guys are available at 6, which one are you taking?
Chris Fu up in the left. You go first.
Who, me?
Yeah, I'll still take Shedeur.
I'm taking Graham.
Run down.
Okay.
Chris, you said Shedeur. This Chris says Graham. Okay, LV, where are you going?
Fuck. Honestly, as much as I don't want to, I'd probably have to take Shedeur.
Wow. You come around. I'm so proud. I'm proud. There we go. All right, Jeff. Where'd you go, man? I know where you're going. Yeah, I know where you're going.
I'm taking Graham.
I know it didn't work for them, bro, but like in hindsight, you look at Atlanta and what they did, it was a smart play, bro. Like that's what they should have done. And in hindsight, it worked because Kirk ended up being butt. And then they saw what Penix had towards the later of the season. They're like, okay, well, we got a guy then. So for me,
and you have to get look.
You got to
pull that trigger because you know what? This is a deep draft for D tackles as well. Now, if Shedeur's on the board, if he's on the board with Mason Graham, I'm gonna have to go. As much as I would hate it, because I love Mason Graham. Mason Graham is like I picture him on that D line, and we're unstoppable. But if you have a chance to get Shedeur, and not only get him, but you can sit him, right? He can really sit down for a minute and learn under Geno, learn under Pete, work with Tom some more. And now you got something in the lab that you can say, okay, I got something to really look for. I got a young gun that's sat down for a while, and he comes from a pedigree already. You know what I mean? Like, you got to remember, he's played some games in it. You know, look at his body of work from Jackson State and 2 years at Colorado. I mean, he's put some things on film. Like, it's not like he hasn't, you know, there's a reason why he's being talked about to go as high as he's being talked about to go. The kid can play. It's just, we're looking for upper echelon athleticism, and he's already trying to tell everybody, I'm a processor, right? You hear that word get thrown around a lot when you talk about quarterbacks, especially young ones, processing ability. And he tells you off the top, I'm not here looking to run. I mean, why can't you compare him to CJ Stroud? Like, is CJ Stroud that much more athletic than he is? Like, does CJ Stroud have that much stronger of an arm? Like, if you really think about it, like, just think about those two in comparison. Like, you can look at Caleb Williams and Cam Ward and say that's similar. You know, that's a similar style. But if you look at CJ Stroud and you look at Shedeur Sanders, I mean, to me, that's a favorable comp. So I would take that all day long, especially if I had a chance to groom him and let him sit for at least a year. Because my perfect world is you sign Geno for 3 years, sign Geno for 3, right? And you got the option to get out after the second year, right? You can cut ties after the second year with Geno. So you got a kid in the bullpen, and all he's doing pretty much is mentoring for the next couple years. He starts this year. Next year, him and Shedeur competing to see who starts. You know what I'm saying? That, to me, I think that's how you build your future. You know what I mean? Like, that's how you start trying to secure your future.
That's if Shedeur does fall to 6, Raiders will take him. I'm not guaranteeing it.
You have to.
Likely, if he falls to 6, Raiders will take him. I don't see him trading up to get him. But if
no, I don't either. No,
they will take him. Because they'll take somebody else and wait till the next round to get another quarterback.
Yeah, you don't have to trade up because
805 want to come in here. He want to start with that. Don't start because there's a lot about Colorado already. There's a lot about Colorado's offense that is a lot was for him to get the ball out of his hands. They were tailor made. They had no run game. There's a lot of shit I could talk about with that. But
their run game was atrocious. Their run game was horrible.
They have a bad offensive
Geno Smith is the perfect person for Shedeur to learn under for a year. And honestly, we talk about the main thing, which is I feel his pre-snap ability. I feel like he'll be able to. I feel like he really does not have to sit. Honestly, he does not have to sit. But if I get a guy like that, who I feel like his main superpower is that pre-snap, is the understanding of where to go with the football, understanding where to.
He's a processor.
Give him a year to understand what Chip Kelly wants from an offense. It's over. It's a wrap, bro. He's gonna understand that shit inside and out. I feel like he'll understand that shit inside and out. to where the second year, if I can give him that open competition, you beat out Geno Smith, who we would hope would have a decent year this next year. It's legit. So now we happy. Now we cool. You feel what I'm saying? Because now you don't fuck around. Now you don't fuck around and you done beat out legit competition. We're not sitting here talking about you done beat out Gardner Minshew. And you didn't beat out Aidan O'Connell.
Yeah. Listen. As Raider fans,
I don't like Sanders. I just had that gut feeling that he's just not it. It bothers me. It's just something that screams to me, don't do it. It's just,
that man looked like a Raider.
Now they can do it. They got somebody can learn under, so they can pull the trigger, grab him. Now he can sit for a year and learn, not be pressured to start the first game of the season. So now he can learn. You can see how it works out, from Chip Kelly and Geno Smith. And
and you got to
now you learn.
You got to remember. I'm sorry. But
Geno Smith.
No, you got to remember something as well. I mean, Shedeur's pedigree. Like, this is nothing like everything that he's dealing with or everything that he's going to see. He already knows this. It's a kid. Right, like we're not talking about like a guy that's green. Like, look at a guy like Anthony Richardson that came in. Look at a guy like Anthony Richardson that came in. That kid only started 14 games in college, right? To me, that's a big if. That's a big if to me. Like, oh shit, yeah, I see all the requisite, the speed, the arm strength, the this and the that, but he has no pedigree. Like, you got to look at Shedeur and say, man, Shedeur, he knows that he's going to do this from the inside to the out, like, and he's been thoroughly trained. When you watch him play, he's another guy that when you watch him play, it left a bad taste in his mouth, so to speak, because he tried to do too much. That's another thing that you got to remember. He had a shitty offensive line, 2 years. He had a shitty running game for 2 years. But they had track stars and they had guys at the receiver position. And how many times did he have to run around in the backfield, try to evade guys in the backfield, then try to set and throw the football? Like, he was running for his life. And he's trying to tell you, when you listen to him talk, he's trying to tell you, I can break down defenses before I even snap the football. But if I have the right offensive line behind me, I can pick you apart. Because he goes off the Brady philosophy. Get the ball out of your hands. Get the ball out of your hands. And I feel like he's going to be one of the best quarterbacks at getting rid of the football. I think he'll be even better than Cam Ward at getting the ball, knowing where to go and getting the ball out of his hands. I bet anybody anything, he's going to be better at knowing how to get the football out of his hands and get out of his hands faster than Cam Ward will.
I've even heard people compare him to Burrow, and if he's anything like Burrow, man.
I like that. I was going to say that, bro. You want to? I was going to say that. I was going to say that because
Sanders.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you.
You got to be kidding me.
I'm trying to tell you.
Him to Joe Burrow?
If you would have put Shedeur Sanders,
please get in here and help me.
Hey, check this out. Check this out. If you would have put Shedeur Sanders on that same LSU squad that Joe Burrow was on with Jamar chasing him, he would have did the same thing. He would have did the same thing on that LSU squad that Joe Burrow did.
That team was geared. Yeah, I won't dispute that at all.
And we don't look at Joe Burrow we don't look at Joe Burrow as like some super athlete either. Joe Burrow just gets the ball out of his. That's Joe Burrow's superpower. He doesn't hold on to the ball. He sees it and he gets rid of it.
Yeah.
That's his superpower.
I'll say this.
I say Burrow's the best quarterback in the definitely the AFC, probably if not the whole NFL right now.
For me, bro, I'll say this. You can say all you want, but a quarterback that everybody loved to say before the season, right? That everybody shut the fuck up on now. Everybody say nothing. Carson Beck, everybody loved Carson Beck for the season. There was a whole bunch of people that was telling me Carson Beck was the shit.
Who's gonna be number one?
And all of a sudden, them dudes are saying nothing now. But if I would have dropped Shedeur in Georgia right now, them motherfuckers would have been competing for a national championship. I don't
without a doubt.
He's better than
Carson
Beck. Better than 100% better than the show this year. Otherwise, Carson Beck wouldn't be transferring to Miami. and not going into the draft. So honestly, bro, like I guess some people don't like Shedeur. I understand, bro, but there are levels to this shit. But he's better than most of the dudes y'all think are good. Better than most of them. Otherwise, they'd be in the draft right now competing for a lot of. There was a lot of people that said a lot of he was ranked like the 6th, 7th college quarterback before the season started. All them motherfuckers shut the fuck up at the season now.
And remember something. I don't think that you even saw the best of Shedeur with offensive play calling, certain things that certain talent levels that quarterbacks, elite quarterbacks get. Like some of these quarterbacks that we look at right now, they had unbelievable talent, especially the SEC quarterbacks. They had unbelievable. They're surrounded by first round NFL tackles and guards. Like the whole SEC is the mini NFL. So these quarterbacks that you see in the SEC, they're surrounded by first round talent, NFL talent, right? He had to do a whole lot with a whole lot less. But what I say about him, what I really like is that he can process. He understands offense. He, for God's sake, he works out with Tom Brady. Like he understands what offense is. And I think people are underestimating that because we've fallen in love with the gigantic quarterback that can take the ball like Josh Allen and stiff arm a dude and run for 75 yards, or the way Patrick Mahomes runs around and scrambles around back there, or Lamar Jackson. Is like there's so many different dynamic types of quarterbacks. But if you look at, like we just said earlier, you look at a Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow's he's a processor. I see it, I get the ball out of my hands. Look at a guy like Justin Herbert. Everybody fawns over Justin Herbert, but he ain't showed up big in one game. I'm still waiting to see. I'm still waiting to see Justin Herbert. Yeah, I'm still waiting to see Justin Herbert show up big in one game, right?
Yeah,
but
he's the Derek Carr of the Chargers. It's exactly.
Yeah, he is. We fall in love with.
He's the best regular season quarterback. But kind of playoffs and all that stuff, he don't show up.
Yeah, we fall in love with the 6'6" and the strong arm and the this and the that, but I don't see no clutch. I don't see no pulling wins out, when you need to. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I know people want to get down on Shedeur and they paint a narrative. People paint a narrative, but you just got to remember, this is a new day and age as well. When you talk about players in general, here's one thing that you guys got to remember. These kids don't need the money anymore. So, damn right, I got options now. I got options. So I don't have to sit here and say, hey, Cleveland, I'm begging you to pick me number 2 so I can get this kind of money. These dudes are already walking into the league with the bread. So now you get to say, you know what? Maybe I don't want to go to that fucked up situation. Every time I look at Cleveland, they're always in the top 5 in the draft and they never go nowhere. They constantly draft quarterbacks that never go nowhere.
Yeah, somebody like Shedeur, I mean, he's got NIL money that's more than what he's going to get for his first contract in the NFL.
Yeah. So
he's already made more money than he's going to make as a rookie in the NFL. That's without a doubt. And
these NFL teams now, they're starting to get the rude awakening like college football has gotten, right? Because college football started to realize, look, I can't threaten these kids no more. I can't threaten to sit these kids out no more. I can't threaten these kids to say you won't play here. Because guess what? You can't do that. I can't talk to them like shit anymore because they'll just up and leave now, right? Yep. So that's what happens. That's what happened with the NIL stuff. So now the NFL is starting to get their reckoning. These kids are coming in now saying, I don't want to play for them. Why would I want to play for them when I know how they are, when I know what this organization's like? Look at the Giants. They've been a tire fire for I don't know how long. The way they handle Daniel Jones, the way they let Saquon Barkley go. So now these kids are not coming in kissing these teams' ass, and these teams don't like it, right? So that's part of this. You got to remember, that's part of this as well. So they start painting that, Shedeur this and Shedeur that and Shedeur that. Listen, this man's been around the league. This man's been around NFL football his whole life. He knows what the business is. His dad done scooted from the rooter to the tutor about what the business is. So if I can kind of be an asshole a little bit at the combine, just to see if I can wiggle my way down to Vegas, because that's where I really want to be, then I'm gonna do it.
I think you on track. For me, I'm like, If we keep explaining it, bro, people gonna look at us and say we riding too hard. That's what they gonna say. They gonna say,
nah, man, it's real talk.
Y'all like it too hard.
That's real talk.
Blah, 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 whatever the case, it doesn't matter, bro.
I haven't said nothing that's not true. I haven't said nothing that's not true, though.
I said, look, to a point, I'm to the point. We got a month left, damn near a month of some change left. I let it all fall to play. If he's not a Raider, then so be it. All the conversation we had is not avoid anyway. It doesn't even matter. But if he is and he's good, some of you motherfuckers' cars gonna have to be pulled. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm pulling some of y'all cars.
Yeah. There's gonna be a lot of car pulling.
Some of y'all gonna have to shut the fuck up when you talking football with me. It's just real talk. And I'm gonna be honest, Rick, this is not personal attack, but I'm gonna just be honest. If they still pick Genty at 6, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be pissed.
No. I
definitely do. I do not want
anything else. And they pick Genty at 6. That would put all these damn running backs in this draft.
We don't need to do that.
They can't.
No, we don't need to do that.
Because there's so many other running backs. No.
What about Dart?
Has a lot of miles on it. I don't want a running back that's been so used and beat up.
That's a dumb move, bro. You pick Mason Graham. You pick a receiver. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Somebody other than that.
Yeah.
I just want to call a timeout here real quick. We got a bunch of people in here I've never seen in here before.
Same.
Appreciate you all for pulling up and checking out the show tonight.
What up?
Make sure you hit everybody's channel that's in here.
Yep.
Hit that subscribe, the thumbs up. Next week's going to be an extremely busy week.
So
make sure you put the
man. Yeah, we're going to get to it next week. We're going to get to it next week.
I can tell you right now, I'm home all day. Chris for Raiders up over here is home all day. Rundown, I don't know what your schedule is during the week.
I'm there. I'm here. So we're going to make the
It's a good chance you're going to see one of us three getting on, and the other two are probably going to hop in with us, or the vice versa or whatever. So make sure you keep that notification on because it's going to be a busy week. Hit the notification, hit the thumbs up. If you like what you see, come back. We're on a few different shows throughout the week. Tomorrow night, I want to reiterate this again because we've got new people in the channel watching. Tomorrow night, Chris, 4 Raiders, and myself are kicking off a new Saturday night show. It's going to be called Raiders Last Call. And it's going to get us out there now. So when the season starts, this would be the last show for fans and supporters of the channels to come in and talk Raider talk the night before the Raiders game on Sundays. And then the following week, we can talk about the game that we just watched the week before and then get ready and start the last call to talk about the Raiders game coming up the next day. That's what the in-season goal is going to be. Right now, during the off-season, it's going to be just basically talking with the chat, getting the chat involved, and actually possibly opening the camera up just like we do on Friday nights here. This is normally Turf and Rundown show on Friday nights.
Yeah.
So Turf is away with his daughter for gymnastics during this time frame, so he's not around on Friday nights. Like I've told Turf, I'm just keeping the seat warm on Friday nights until he comes back. Once he's back on Fridays, it's back to normal schedule for him and Rundown on Friday nights. So right now it's been kind of Rundown, myself, Chris, and LV kind of doing this on Friday nights. I know Jay's not in here. Normally it's Jay from Just Raiders Baby. But tomorrow night, starting at 9 o'clock Eastern time, 6 o'clock Pacific. That's what the new show is going to be on Saturday nights. Wanted to talk to, I'm going to call you Grandpa Rundown, to see if he wants to get on that. And it'd be the three of us to start the show off.
Oh, I love Grandpa to
do a show between the three of us.
No doubt.
As Rundown calls us, we can be the old head crew on Saturday night.
For sure.
Oh no, we can
for
be
sure.
Me and LV, we're all us on this section, man. We're gonna start our own little thing, man. We didn't start doing our own little shit for our age group, bro. Like we got some more things. I was gonna hit you up, LV. I got some ideas, bro. We got some things.
So we're gonna flip this right now.
Yeah, exactly. Let's get the great beards in there, man. Let's get the great beards in there.
We're putting the seniority up top. You young whippersnappers, stay downstairs.
Hey, look. Look, this the no hair dye crew up here, baby. This the no hair dye crew. We don't do the hair dye, baby. That's right. That's right.
This is the grandfathers of the Raiders. All right.
There it is.
There you go.
So So starting tomorrow night, it'll be the three of us that are upstairs here on the top level. It'll be the three of us starting at 6 o'clock your time, gentlemen. 9 o'clock my time. So we'll start that tomorrow night. We're gonna have fun with it. You know, this gives us a chance, I think, as the three of us too, being the old school guys around. We can talk some history too that some of these younger
kids yes.
Get
for sure.
back into, get all these young fans ready for when we return to greatness, which is the path that it looks like we're going. So they're ready,
sir,
because they've never experienced what it's like.
We want y'all to know what that feels like. We really do.
Like I said, I saw 3 Raider Super Bowl wins. I saw 1 live, and I saw the other 2. So you guys never experienced that. Some of the guys that were born after 84. You never saw, you never felt that feeling to be a Raider when the Raiders were whipping ass those years.
Yes, sir.
You know,
yes,
proud.
Sir.
The way the Raiders said, like, yeah. See, now it's like
it's a reason why we have that mystique. It's a reason why we have that mystique, and it's a reason why we, even though we haven't won all these years, there's still a relevancy to us. Right. Because you know what? Those Raiders, those guys left an indelible mark on the NFL. Now you hear people say it all the time. The league is better when the Raiders are good. Right? You hear that all the time. The league is better when the Raiders are good, because it's true. You know what I mean? We have the most passionate fan base. You know, we have the most, the Steelers have theirs, the Cowboys have theirs. So everyone can kind of put a claim to that, but we're special. I'll let you youngsters know, like, being a Raider fan is special. It ain't for everybody.
Hey, Jet, look at Ja always dropping the stuff.
Plus, everybody looks good in black. So there it is.
Oh, that's a fact.
Man, come on, man.
That's a fact.
Come on.
That's a fact, bro. Ja out here dropping some more news, man. We are working on I heard this yesterday, but the Raiders are working on something with Robert Spillane, which I like. You know, got to get that extension together. I think we need that. I feel like we need that as far as him. We need to bring that back immediately. Then, Shedeur don't like it, bro. Give me Greenlaw, man. I don't give a damn, bro. Give me Greenlaw.
I'm with Dre Greenlaw. Let's talk a little defense. Look, Dre Greenlaw is a low-risk, high-reward type of guy, right? You already know he's going to bring the same energy, intensity to the situation that Max does and Christian Wilkins. So instantly, there's an upgrade for us in that category. So I'm all over the Dre Greenlaw thing. All over that.
No problem. I want that. Yeah.
He's a free agent, right? Now, he's free agent. Yeah, he's a free agent. Now, let me ask you guys this. How do we feel about Trevon Merrick? Well, like, what lengths are we willing to go to? What lengths are we willing to go to for Trevon Merrick to stay?
I'm half and half. I'm half and half.
I think he's going to get. I think he's going to get priced right out of our range. Is what's going to happen.
I kind of got that feeling too.
Yep. Yeah, I think. And the rumor is it's Denver that's really going to be shooting the money for him. But,
really?
I mean, it doesn't scare me if he goes to Denver. Like the fact, like, oh shit, now we're going to play him twice. Yeah, that doesn't bother. I don't get scared playing against other players. I don't care.
No, I mean, listen, if he want, I mean,
he's going to get.
I don't know. I'll tell you this though, he's a solid safety, and I think that he over the years he started to learn Graham's system, and he kind of he got comfortable in the Graham system, but he's not a playmaker, right? Like when you think about safeties, you think about the good ones. They're playmakers. They take the ball away. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't really take the ball away all that much. He's more of a right place, right time type of safety, but he's not a playmaker.
And he dropped,
you know what I'm saying?
Not last year, the year before last. He had 3.
He dropped that interception.
In his hands.
Dropped him. Yep.
Javon
Holland is out there from the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Javon Holland is a guy I swoop right in. If we don't keep Merrick, I swoop right in with Javon Holland.
Yep.
Hey, real quick, Chris, you sound like you're so far away from your mic. You're very faint now. This Chris. You.
Mine? Oh.
I mean, I can still hear you, but it's very soft now.
I think I pushed it over, reached for something.
I was gonna say if Morick does come back, you think he gives up that number for Geno?
Oh, I don't care about.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a hell of a question there.
Yeah.
Would Maury give his number up? Would Maury give his number up to Geno?
You won't have no choice.
You know what? You know what?
The guy welcome and respected on the team. That would be a great way to do it.
Now has Geno always been 7? Has he always been 7?
I don't know.
So. I think. Did he play with the Steelers? No, huh?
No, he played with the Jets.
Just the Jets, Giants, and Seahawks. That's it, right?
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, I think he was with the Chargers for like a year. He was like a backup with the Chargers.
He was with the Chargers. Let me look right now.
Yeah, he was a backup. No,
he was Ohio State, right?
No, he went to West Virginia.
No, West Virginia. He went to West Virginia. Yeah.
Josh said he was 12 in college.
That's right.
Yeah, see,
he was 12 in college.
And you know what's funny? I was just getting ready to say, you know what? He would probably switch to 12, and I just thought about it. That's AOC. Yep. So I don't know, but you're like, I don't know, man. Merrick I don't know about Merrick. I don't know. It's like I don't know how to feel about him. I'll tell you a guy who I don't want them to lose, K'Lavon Chasen. I want them to keep that kid. Yeah. That kid there. That kid there needs to be re-signed ASAP.
That right there. Thank you.
Last year.
Yeah, we need that. Because you know what?
He already came out publicly and said he wants to stay with the Raiders. He already said that. He said, I want to be a Raider.
I'll tell you who I'm okay with not re-signing, in all honesty. Some people aren't going to agree with me, but Kuntz. If Kuntz walks, I might be okay with that.
I think
he's
going to want a lot.
No, I don't see how he can want some. I don't see how he can want a lot of money when he had a great 8-game stretch.
Exactly.
But we should he's a guy that we should be able to get back on the cheap for real.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, what would you pay him at this point? What would you give him? 12? 13?
That's exactly what I was going to say. Is 12.
I would say 12.
What?
Exactly 12. I'll give him a 12.
He's a lot. He's asking for 20. That's why.
No, I'll give him 11.
Yeah,
12. 1 year prove-it deal.
I wouldn't go any higher than 10. I'm sorry.
Wait, I'll give him 1 year, 11, 10 to 12.
Yeah, I'll do that.
With incentive.
Yeah.
You get so many sacks, you get so many tackles, and then with a second-year option.
If we start getting up to 14, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm off. I'm not going up to 14, 15. I'm not doing that.
No.
I'll give
incentives on the first year. I'll give him a second-year option to 15 if he meets those incentives. That means you got to play. I'll be hurt. The second year we take an option, then we'll give you 15 on the second year. If he meets those criteria.
There's no way I'm even entertaining the thought of 20.
No, absolutely not. Yeah,
not the first year. No.
Well, that's why I'm leaning more towards Chasen anyway, because he's younger, cheaper, and more productive.
He showed us the same things.
Exactly.
Yeah, he did.
Now, Kuntz was a little more special. I'll say that, but I mean,
but the thing about Chasen is
didn't have anybody else, so he was the only one that was able to shine. Go ahead.
But Chasen has more. Chasen has more power as well. Like he has a combination of speed and power. I think Kuntz has a better bend. Kuntz has a much better bend. He can get around the edge, but point of attack power. Oh, bro, I saw Chasen push tackles back in the backfield. Mm-hmm. So I mean, like when you talk about speed to power, I kind of give that to Chasen. That's why I say you might be able to get Kuntz on a cheap deal to get him to stick around.
Well, Kuntz he's been around for 4 years, and he finally got a chance to play 2 years ago. He was around all this time, and finally got a chance to play 2 years ago. So
for me, I'm not doing all that. I mean, I like Kuntz. I hope he does get re-signed, but not for a huge amount of money. I like Chasen. I've already heard Hobbs ain't coming back. So
I don't think he is. I don't expect him to.
I'm gonna be honest. I respect the talent, and if not at a good price, I wanted to keep him.
But he gets hurt.
I've read that the Raiders are okay from moving on from him. They've already said that.
Yeah.
I'm all right with that, bro. I'm not mad at that. You feel me? Like
I am too.
Who's the kid that we stole from the Chargers that played for Notre Dame?
He's a safety.
He's a safety, huh?
He is safety.
Y'all know who playing him at nickel.
Nah, I ain't play. That was Darnay Holmes. They had Darnay Holmes over there.
Darnay Holmes,
Man, nickel that whole
From
time.
the Giants. He was with the Giants, right?
But y'all know who I like.
Yeah.
We gonna take a corner, bro. See, hey, look, if we losing Nate Hobbs, what I tell y'all, bro, if we gonna take a corner, I want somebody that's gonna fit, and that Texas dude is gonna fit. That Texas dude is a slot. He'll come in here immediately, bro, and start. I think that's
no.
Bro.
You're wrong. He's not a slot. He does all of it. I watched some of his tape because you told me about him. I watched the combine. I watched his tape. He played slot. He played safety. He played outside corner. He can play all positions. So
yes, sir.
Graham has the luxury,
from where,
you know what? I can move you around.
Texas. That's Jade Barron, bro. That's the pick.
Okay.
He had a good combine.
Is that
too.
the one, Andrew Makuba?
Nah, that's the safety. That's the safety.
Yeah.
Come on, John.
Barron is a guy, bro. I think like Christian said. Jade Barron, bro. That's he.
I have to check him out. I haven't paid attention to him.
Like Chris said, man, he played safety, he played nickel, he played outside corner. And the only reason he played outside corner is because the other dude got hurt. So he had to go to outside corner, and he still shut it down at outside corner. So
Grant has so much fun with this kid. Grant has so much fun. He's like a new toy. Like, I can put you here. I can put you there. I can put you over here.
Here's the line on this kid, Barron. He's 5'10". He weighs 194 pounds. He's rated at a 9 after the combine. His impact was consistently visible on a snap-to-snap basis for the Longhorns' impressive SEC debut, primarily dominating as an outside corner. Barron was not only a lockdown player in coverage, but also a turnover-producing machine with 5 interceptions in 2024. While he was a successful playmaker on the outside, Barron best projects to bump inside to slot corner. Due to a lack of overall length, it will be difficult for him to win reps as often on the outside. Nonetheless, Barron is the exact prototype to be a dominant NFL slot corner. While it could be perceived as a slight to say he needs to switch roles, the importance of having elite slot defenders is a huge priority for defenses at the next level. His tackling and physical presence and play strength are exactly what the NFL needs from slot defenders. He's reliable enough in coverage to win against slot receivers and physical enough to play in the box against the run if necessary. That's pretty damn good if you ask me for a report on the kid.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
He's a dog.
That's pretty impressive.
He's a dog, man. He's one.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you guys this. Where do we
going to go all the way?
Yeah, I know. It was Quinn Ewers, bro.
Yep.
Yeah.
Arizona State should have beat them, in my opinion.
Yeah. Their defense pulled that dumb shit at the end of the game where they fell for that weird ass play from Texas. It's like, bro, come on now. Y'all right there.
Uh-huh.
So right I just did a quick mock draft. He went at number 24.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Now, see, I like if we really didn't like what we saw, right? Say even Mason Graham got took, and I know you like McMillan, but just say if they sat there and they say, well, you know what? We like McMillan, but we feel like we can get a lot of things, you know what I mean, in this draft, and they traded back, right? And they traded back into the teens. Say we traded back into 15 and we grabbed Barron. I'm happy. I ain't gonna lie. I don't care. Some people may be mad. I'm not gonna be mad. I'll be happy at that. If you get him and that extra second round on
that, exactly what I was gonna say. Yep.
Well, it depends on what we do. It depends on what we do in free agency. You know, like
they already said that they're mutually parting ways.
Cool.
Yeah, if Hobbs don't come back, then you can say we need to.
Yeah, Hobbs already said he's not coming back. It's already
he said he wasn't going to come back.
That's already done.
So that just switches on need, because if we don't get something in free agency to fill that, then that just
I would like to get my slot corner in free agency. You know, I would like to get my slot in free agency. Right? Because you know what, yeah.
That's the guy, bro. I mean, everybody wants Javarius Ward, but Javarius Ward plays outside corner, bro. We can't just take any corner and say fit the motherfucker here.
Right.
He has to play. He has to play the position. DJ Reed plays the position. Like
he nice.
Yeah, we need a slot, bro. And he wants around 10, 12 as well. That's what Hobbs wanted. 10, 12, maybe a little 13. I'm fine with giving DJ Reed that. He only missed 2 games in 4 years. I'm fine with
exactly.
that. So there we go.
Michael, you referring to Darius Slay, the one that just got released?
Oh no, I'm off that. No,
he's older.
He's
already. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I'm good.
Now I see people,
how many Texas dudes are going to get drafted? I think quite a few, especially the wide receivers.
A lot, yeah.
Texas is going to have a lot of guys going this draft.
Wait, are you talking about Bradbury or are you talking about Slay?
No, Darius Slay.
Oh, Slay is different, but he's a little older. I thought you were talking about Bradbury.
He's like 35 now. Yeah, he's like 35 now.
Oh,
they just let him go a couple of days ago.
I'm not with Slay.
No, let me ask you guys this. If whether Shedeur's there or not, would you entertain taking that 6th overall pick in trade and fall back later into the first round and get additional picks to use to pick up some of these players that we desperately need to, instead of just taking
Shedeur's the only way I stay at 6.
Me too. Shedeur's
the only way I stay at 6.
Because if you're gonna get,
he's gone. You're not gonna make a pick at 6. You want to trade it back.
If Graham is there and Shedeur's there,
I'm taking Graham. Yeah.
Yep. If Graham is still there,
those are the only two.
Then I'll trade it.
I'll trade back.
The way I look at this is, if all right, so pick 6, Shedeur's gone. We take Graham's there. Mason Graham, we take him. Now you look at our front 4, right? You're talking Wilkins, Graham, Max on one side, Chase on the other. If we still have Kuntz, now you got a rotation that you can throw in there too.
Sign me up.
Yes, sir. Every day of the week with that.
Yeah, when you have a front 4 that's that good, you don't have to necessarily go out and get superstar cornerbacks. You can get serviceable guys.
Exactly.
Thank you.
That quarterback that they're rushing and crushing that line with, they're not going to have the time to throw and wait for the receivers to get into their sets or to get where they need to be on the field, especially if they're timing routes. You can forget those because the quarterback's going to be scrambling for his life. So
I'm gonna be honest, Jeff. I'm with you, bro. That's it, bro. You're there.
Go and look for these super expensive cornerbacks in free agency, or making a trade for one, or taking the best available in the draft.
No need.
I
agree with you there, bro. To a point, Jeff. I'm with you. Like the only way I stay at 6 again is if Shedeur's there or Mason.
I'd rather have a top-notch safety, though. Top-notch safety.
But I think if Mason Graham is there, if Shedeur's there, those are my.
It's either Mason Graham or Shedeur for me.
That's my pick.
Just those two. Just those two.
Not even Cotter.
That's all. You know what group of people stood out? What group of players stood out? It was those D-backs. The D-backs stood out in that combine. They did everything. Ran fast. They had good feet. All the D-backs, most of them did well in the combine.
Yeah, because we can get one further back in the draft.
Yeah, we can get one.
So I see people saying us picking Will Johnson. I'm like, dude, I'm not picking no corner that high at 6. I'm just not going to do it.
Initially, I think
he's not even a man corner. He's not even a man corner like that.
Like a month or so ago, I think a lot of people were high on that.
Yeah,
I think everybody's kind of backed off that.
It don't make sense now.
So basically, we're in agreement on so we were pretty much in an agreement on 3 players at number 6 if they're there. We're talking Shedeur, we're talking Mason Graham, and obviously if Carter's there.
Okay.
Now, if Travis fell too, I'm on that too. I ain't gonna cap. I'm taking Travis. If he's there, I'm taking Travis.
Hell yeah.
But other than that, I don't see him being there.
He's the pure athlete in this draft.
Oh yeah, you do that.
Oh yeah.
Like to me, I told Pops this before we got on. Travis falling to 6 is like Bowers falling to us at 13. That shit shouldn't happen. He shouldn't be there, bro. And everybody knows he should not be there. But you take that anyway because of the athlete that is. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to do that.
Michael, no trading up, man. Nobody in here is going to agree to trade up.
No,
I don't think we get.
We're not trading up.
Yeah, we don't get a sniff at Abdul. We don't get a sniff at Travis. They're gone to me.
I agree. We sit at 6.
A good player is going to fall to us either way.
That's what I said. We're going to get a good player. It's going to be a Brock Bowers situation. We're going to get a blue chip player because it's going to be a natural trickle down effect. I mean, you got to think about it. Okay, you got Cam, you got Abdul Carter. We won't even mention Shedeur. You know what I mean? You got Cam, Abdul Carter, you got Travis Hunter. That's already 3 right there. We're already we're 6. You know what I mean? Then I think the Patriots.
Will Campbell.
Will Campbell. Keep your eye on the Patriots picking an offensive lineman.
Why would they not? They have to.
I don't think they're going to take him now.
Why?
I think they're going to take
He's going to be a guard.
I think they're going to take T-Mac because they need receiver. The Patriots
They could.
sucks.
Either way, it doesn't matter to me.
There's two big things the Patriots need, and I only know this from living around here. They need an offensive tackle, and they need a number one wide receiver. Those are their two biggest needs. They're not going to go. I'm telling you, they're not going to go. At first, they were going to go for Campbell, but his draft stock dropped after the combine when he had his measurements done. His arms are too short to play tackle. He's at best suited at a guard. So they're going to probably go with the other tackle that's going to be out there. What's it? Booker?
Alabama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so you got to say either one. So listen.
Banks.
Oh, Kelvin Banks. You're right.
Kelvin Banks. Yeah, I like. Okay.
LSU, is that LSU?
Texas.
No,
Texas.
Banks.
Oh, Texas. Okay.
He's the tackle.
Booker
is the guy from Alabama.
Right.
So they're going to end up going Banks if they go for an offensive line. He's the better fit for them because of the fact that his measurements are a lot better than Campbell's. Campbell's hit. He took a big.
I can see them going T-Mac too if they don't get a receiver in free agency. If they strike out.
Okay, so
I think they go Travis.
So guess what? So if that scenario happens, right, where if they take Banks or they take T-Mac, then guess what? That's 4. That's number 4 right there. So does Jacksonville take Travis Hunter or Mason Graham?
I heard they were talking about. I heard some people talking from Jacksonville. Like I said, I watch a lot of other shows besides my own rare content people. All you guys, I watch everybody, and the buzzwords that they want to go. They want to get Travis because he plays cornerback, and which they need, and he plays wide receiver, which they need. So the word is that they're gonna take Travis. That's what they're saying.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think Travis would be an insane fit in New England because they need a receiver, and pairing him with Gonzalez would be
kind of crazy, huh?
Yeah, that'd be.
But but you know what? In that scenario right there, Mason Graham falls right in our lap, and guess what? We didn't even mention Shedeur. Exactly. He wasn't even one of the guys. So we're gonna get a Brock Bowers situation if we stand pat.
Yep.
So I think if we feel like if we stand pat, we'll get a Brock Bowers situation, and we can roll with that, or we could trade back. Like I told my son, I mean, hypothetically, would you guys be mad if we traded back to like maybe? Remember, we're picking up additional picks, but what if we trade back to 15, 16, 17, 18, and then get and then pick up extra picks and get a Jackson Dart?
I'm cool with that.
Who would be opposed to that?
Yeah, but
I would be okay with taking Dart in the first round at like number 18.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
At 18,
if you trade back,
I could take Dart.
You get a nice little haul from going to 6 to 18. Exactly. And you pick up a guy like Dart, you might get an extra second round pick now. Now you rocking and rolling.
I like what Jeff said about a month ago that Dallas is an interesting trade partner because they want Genty.
Where's Dallas picking?
12.
12.
Okay.
Genty is a Dallas Cowboy who got written all his face.
He wanted, yeah.
We could also move. We could get that 12th pick from Dallas and then trade that off again. Move even a little bit further back and
then get Dart. Get Dart
and then take Dart.
I would love it. I've been on the Dart trade. Don't get me wrong. I love Shedeur, but I was telling my son about Jackson Dart last year. He'll tell you. Like I thought he was. I just kind of watched him. It's certain guys you look at, and they play the game with a certain amount of enthusiasm, and they wear the game. They wear the game on their sleeve. Yep. Right? To me, he's a quarterback that wears the game on his sleeve. He plays it because he loves it. He plays it because he wants to be good. And it's like, I like that about him. And and I like his leadership. So I don't have a problem with Jackson Dart if we move down to get him either in the first round.
Pull up Jay Ray's comment.
What?
Jay Ray. No, the one above that. Always drop. There. You hear about that? I didn't hear about
that. I haven't really looked at my phone to be honest, but that would be crazy.
What's that?
That's interesting.
I'm
Giants working closely to trade for Kyler.
Oh yeah, I've heard that too. I'm gonna be right back. Your grandson is going crazy, Pop. So I'm gonna be right back. He ain't playing.
Oh, take care. Go take care of my baby now.
Bye, Daddy.
That's right. Give him hell, grandson. Hey, what you guys hearing?
Cardinals and Giants are working closely to trade Kyler Murray. They're in talks right now.
You know, I heard that this morning. I listened to the morning tailgate, and I listen to all them guys, Vinny Bonsignor and all them, and they were talking about Kyler Murray. They were talking about trading for Kyler Murray this morning. So I'm like, wait a minute, how did Kyler Murray's name get out there? So that must have been circulating around. But guess what? Now you get Kyler Murray. If the Giants get Kyler Murray, we're getting Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah.
That's a wrap.
For sure.
If the Giants get Kyler Murray, we're getting Shedeur Sanders. Just book it.
Yeah, I wonder if that's gonna include the first round pick for the Giants too now.
Yeah.
Because right now,
I don't think they'd give up the first.
Damian Jeremiah's mock draft, he's got Travis Hunter going to the Giants.
It's no way that I don't think Kyler Murray's getting you're not getting a first round pick for Kyler Murray anymore. I don't think.
No, exactly.
I think they'll give up a second.
Crazy as shit sometimes though, so you never know what these teams offer or what they demand to make a trade. So
I mean, not for a quarterback that's not even 6 feet tall. I know Kyler's good, but I'll be honest with you, a second rounder, I can see a second rounder. I don't see
valid. Yeah, it's valid.
Yeah, second rounder, possibly.
Yeah, I can see a second rounder for Kyler Murray. That changes everything. That just tells you the uncertainty. That tells you the uncertainty of what's going on. If a team that's in the top 3 is willing to trade out it, if they're willing to trade for a veteran quarterback, that's starting to tell you how they feel about the quarterbacks in the draft. Or get this, Shedeur might be giving off signals like, I'm not playing for y'all. I don't want to play for y'all.
He is. He's been doing that. He has been doing that already.
I'm trying to tell you, it's certain teams that they're already telling them, why do you think so many trades are happening now? A lot of backdoor stuff is going on right now. And I'm sure that they've already told the Giants, we don't want to play for you.
Yeah, they do that Manning thing they did back in the day with Eli Manning and the Chargers.
Yeah.
They do the same thing. They say, like, my son's not going to play for you guys.
I wonder if there's still a plan here for the first round pick. Now, hear me out. Giants have number 3. Arizona's got 16. Not necessarily giving up the first pick, but flip-flopping picks. Because if Arizona's getting rid of him to the Giants and they flip their first-round picks, Arizona gets the 3 and the Giants get the 16, there you go with Shedeur. Shedeur could go to Arizona.
But will he want to?
I don't think that Kyler's not even worth swapping though. That first round in general, they wouldn't do that.
Why not?
I don't think they'll do it.
If the Giants are getting Kyler Murray, right? Arizona's got to get something in return for it. And if Arizona says, "All right, we'll take a third round and we'll swap first round picks. You give us your 3, we'll take your 16. We'll give you our 16."
Yeah.
So now at that third pick, they could do anything at that point. They could take Travis Hunter. They could take a quarterback. They could do anything and flip this draft on its ear at the beginning.
Yeah, they can.
That makes sense.
That's too rich for their blood. Like they're not. Yeah.
I mean, and that's a huge, like, for them, that's a huge gamble because everything we're hearing about Shedeur, I don't know if anybody was going to pinpoint him to come all the way up from 16 and give up that draft capital. I mean, I just.
Who's Arizona's backup? Who do they have?
Oh, they got that kid. God damn it, he went to Houston. I forgot his name. Damn, when his name comes to me, I'll let you guys know. But he's pretty decent. He was actually pretty good. So they might have a guy that they feel like they come in and play, and they can plug in there. I don't know, but once I remember the kids' names, I'll let you know. But yeah, I just don't see. I don't see Arizona doing it for that reason. You know what I mean?
Last year it was Clayton.
I think they're gonna want more picks. They're just gonna have one pick. You know what I mean? We'll trade you him for a second or third, and then probably
they have one quarterback on their roster besides Kyler.
What's his name?
Clayton Tune.
Clayton Tune. So yeah, that's him. So they might like him enough. You just never know. I'll just be honest with you.
They got him in 2023, so 2 years he's been.
Yeah. And I'll tell you this. I think that the Giants have been told that we don't want to do business with you. If the Giants are searching that hard, they've been searching hard for a veteran quarterback, just like us, right? Yeah. They've been on it. But here's the thing. They're in a position to get one of those quarterbacks because they're picking number 3. So they could, in essence, get themselves a quarterback. They're in a much better position than we are, right? But for them to be looking for a veteran quarterback just as much as we've been, that tells me that they're out on these quarterbacks, either Cam Ward or Shedeur. I think they're out on those guys.
And that's why I'm so glad that when Geno said I want to be traded, the Raiders jumped on that thing immediately. They did not wait around there and say, no, okay, let's do it. Because I'm sure the Giants will offer some money to some trade too. No, they snatched up real quick. They did not wait around.
Let me ask you guys this.
This message right here by Ja Raider makes sense too if you think about it. They kept Daboll for one more year. If he goes and tries and drafts Shedeur's not going to help him win this year.
Exactly.
It's not going to happen. He's not in that position. He's going to need somebody like a veteran, even though it's Kyler Murray.
Good point. That's a good point. Very good point. Very good point.
I could definitely see them pulling this trade off and possibly moving out of that spot. I mean, it's a possibility. Anything's possible in this league, you know?
Oh, keep in mind, guys, there's another quarterback floating around out there we haven't really talked about. We haven't needed to because we have ours now, but Aaron Rodgers is another name.
Oh, we beat that up pretty good this week already.
Yeah, No. I'm just saying that as far as teams that are looking for veteran quarterbacks now and how that affects the draft, right? Because the Giants have been trying to be linked to every veteran quarterback that was out there. Matt Stafford, Kyler Murray down. You've been hearing them linked to Aaron Rodgers. So they're starting to tell me that the Giants are out of the rookie quarterback business. The Giants are out of the rookie quarterback business. So that takes one off the shelf, right? Now, I've also been
until J.A. Raider just posted that. I'm like, you know what? You're right. That's why they're not going to go for a rookie this year.
Right. Because they're out of it. They're out of it. So now they say this as well, right? Now they say, well, what's going on at number 1 with Tennessee? Are they really going to stay at number 1? Or are they looking to trade out?
They're still trying to trade out. They're still looking to trade out, but they don't have any suitors right now because I think they want too many draft picks.
Right. It's a lot of dominoes. It's a lot of dominoes is going to fall, which is going to lead us to do some interesting things going forward, right? Whether that be trading back or whether that just be staying pat and getting a blue chip player to fall in our lap. I think that's where we are right now. Either we can trade back or we can stay right there and let a blue chip guy fall right into our lap.
Yep.
Arizona could be looking at Dart too.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
I don't think that the Giants are out on a rookie quarterback. I don't think that's what it is because Brian Daboll is known as the guy that worked his magic with Josh Allen. He's the person that's known to, build up that rookie quarterback and develop quarterbacks. So if you pair a guy like whoever, Cam, Shedeur, name another quarterback in that top, if you pair him with your all-world receiver that you just got this past year and you can put them together for the foreseeable future, I think your job is pretty secure if you can go ahead and develop those two guys together. So I don't see the want for a veteran quarterback that could really, not bridge, especially if you're at the third spot, you're in prime position to get one of the top 2 quarterbacks.
You know what? I also think this. Yeah, they could do that. The Giants could do that. But I just look at it like this. Daboll doesn't have a lot of time. The owner already came out and said that this is it. This is it for them. They need to show something this year.
Yeah.
I don't think I don't think that they're willing to put their eggs in one basket for a rookie right now. And even if they did get Kyler Murray, if they get Kyler Murray, they're using that number 3 pick on a stud draft pick, and it's not going to be a quarterback because they need to upgrade their team instantly, right? They need playmakers now. They can't afford to. They don't have the luxury of saying, okay, I can get Kyler Murray, then get this quarterback, and then sit this guy. No, they can't do that. So to me, if they get Kyler Murray or any other quarterback, which they're looking for, they've already told you because they was right there with Matt Stafford as well. They're already telling you that we want a veteran. So I think the Giants are out of the quarterback business in the draft right now. I think Cleveland might still be trying to. I heard they might be trying to make a play for Sam Darnold to put him with Stefanski. Now, guess what? Now, what if Cleveland decides to go that route? And I think I'm not certain. I'm not certain that Cleveland will try to pick Shedeur. So they might get now. What if Cleveland got Sam Darnold? What if Cleveland got Sam Darnold? So it's like all of a sudden, the way the dominoes are falling, it feels like we're going to be able to say, you know what, we're in a good position to get a quarterback if we want early, or we can move back. I just feel like we're in a great position right now because there's other veteran quarterbacks. Aaron Rodgers has to go start somewhere for a quarterback needy team, right? Russell Wilson's going to go somewhere, albeit him or Justin Fields. Like I said, why would they be willing to sit JJ McCarthy another year if he's ready to play? Right. I said, like, if they wanted to keep Sam Darnold so bad, they would have came out with a contract. Sam Darnold was getting ready to test the market. They would have already signed Sam Darnold. They can sign him anytime. They don't have to wait for for Monday. They can sign him anytime. So
he's still on the team. Technically still on the team until
exactly.
Monday.
So exactly.
They want.
Now keep in mind the Seahawks.
I'm drinking Dunkin' Donuts. What's up, Angelo?
Hey, what's up, Jeff? What's up, fellas?
Boy, there he is.
Papa Rundown in here, and I was like, man, Papa Rundown don't want none of that smoke. So
Tampa Rundown. You gotta
look. Hey man, my son's like, Dad, you got to get on tonight, man. We signed Geno. I said, all right, let me jump on, man.
There you go.
Let me jump on.
And plus, this grandpas, these top 3 grandpas have a show tomorrow night too. We did start a new show.
They want to do a gray beard thing. So let's do a gray beard thing.
Honestly,
we still gonna get down too, Angelo. We still gonna get down too.
Yeah. Hey, I'll tell you what, Papa Rundown. Turf tried something last night because he's just been, it's a format that we were supposed to start last year, and he was just so upset about it that he did a show, and we ended up doing, I think it was a total of 3 hours, but the back hour and a half, 2 hours was all on boxing, and you would have loved it, Papa Rundown. That's why I was giving you the shout out. I was giving you the shout out. But no,
I saw it. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, I was on Captain Jack's show yesterday, and I was saying to everyone, and this was before the Geno Smith thing happened, I was saying to everybody, like, will you guys all just pump the brakes? Because until we figure out how we're going to protect the quarterback thing is going to happen. And from like 3 weeks ago, I already was on record saying Jeff might have even heard it because it was on the Captain Jack channel. I was saying, I don't know why no one's talking about the fact that Geno Smith might be a person that will become the Raiders quarterback, because we might go trade for him because of the whole Pete Carroll connection, right? And then within the last 7 days, we saw Tyler Lockett gets released. So we already know Tyler Lockett's coming here unless he somehow gets more money somewhere else.
I think so too.
And then DK Metcalf, which I think what happened, honestly, guys, is I think that the DK Metcalf call was real from the Raiders to Seattle. And then I think Seattle was like, well, DK Metcalf, he's only 20-something years old, and we're not just going to give him for nothing, blah, blah, blah. So then I think the Raiders was like, well, look, man, you're crazy. We're not going to give you our first round and another thing for DK Metcalf when we can go get.
They want our first round and our third round for DK.
Yeah,
listen, exactly. You can listen. It's a second round pick that you can give. Look, we could probably get DK for a second round pick, but the problem is it's the money that we got to pay him, right? Like, it's the bread. It's just going to be, that's just over the top. $30 million right now when we got to re-sign our own free agents and everybody else. I would love to have DK, especially to keep his ass away from the Chargers. But
and to have money aside for the drafts.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, it's like he's just going to be too expensive. I would give up a second round pick for him in a minute, but he's just going to be too expensive for the salary cap for me.
And that's where you and I will disagree, Papa, right now, because there's so many good wide receivers on this particular draft. But and I've been screaming this from the rooftop for 2 years. I even told Severe, I'm like, dude, I've been saying to everyone, even when we had Jimmy Garoppolo, the biggest need that the Raiders needed to address, it doesn't matter who the fucking coach was how are we going to fix our O-line? Because that's how the Raiders was always built, is if we're the best O-line, then everything will be fine. And I can't remember a time where our O-line was so dominant that it was like the Eagles O-line, right?
But Angelo, I'm not going to cut you off, but I looked at last year's ranking of the O-line. Okay, we were ranked 13th in pass protection.
We just couldn't run the ball.
26 in run. So O-line wasn't really that bad except for a couple of spots that was gone.
But believe me, I understand the statistics part of it, all right? But it's just like when me and Papa Rundown were watching that Tank Davis fight, the eye test tells you all you need to know. That was a knockdown, just like the Raiders' offensive line last year was ass. The reason why Gardner Minshew got injured, because not only...
I'm going to tell you who was ass. Luke Getsy was ass. Okay. That's who was ass. Oh, yeah. That's number one. Listen. They were horrible.
Okay, like listen, I'm gonna give you like Jeff. Listen to this, right? My whole thing was, I love that we got Colton Miller.
Does it include boxing? Because I don't want to listen to boxing.
Right? Colton Miller was a great talent. Don't be hating, man. So Colton Miller was a great talent. I'm glad that we grabbed him. Blah blah blah. But have we been able to count on Colton Miller in terms of just health? Right? We haven't. It's been inconsistent. And then everybody was trying to get sold on Dylan Parham. But is everyone in this room in agreement that Dylan Parham is small? He's just small.
He is. Okay. Check this out. Angelo. Okay, check this out. This is how you look at this situation, right? First off, we got Pete Carroll, right? And also John Spytek. They've already shown you just by going out and getting my man that they just got from Cincinnati. Not saying he's a world beater, but
no, I know.
Yeah,
I got it.
Yeah. But I'm not saying that's the last move that they're gonna make. But if there's one thing I do believe in and I'm confident in, is that Pete Carroll's gonna make sure he gets the offensive line. That he's gonna get some guys on that line. So we already got 3 starters, and if you keep Meredith, you can probably start Meredith. Meredith is not a bad. Meredith played pretty well.
But see,
Parham to me is the only guy.
Papa Rundown. All I'm trying to say is, if you're already telling me you could probably start Meredith, right? Like that, just that one statement alone. You see, again, guys, I'm tired of settling. I don't want to settle anymore. We're married. We're married to Pete Carroll for 4 years. Okay, great.
3 years.
Let's not get a divorce. Let's be married to him. We're married to John Spytek for 5 years. Okay, great. Let's not get a divorce. Let's be married to him. So now I don't want this. Oh well, Meredith could probably start. Papa Rundown. If Meredith could probably start, then why did they only sign him to a 1-year contract? Because they're not going for probably. What they want is something solid. So if I hear, for example, that on free agency we just made Mekhi Becton the second highest guard, signing, now I know we're married to an offensive line that we're going to stick with. Having JPJ was a good thing. Getting lucky on Glaze for the 3rd round was amazing. That's not enough. We need to shore up those guards. We need to figure out what moves we're going to do. So that's what all I'm saying, Papa Rundown, is like Geno Smith, that's a good move. Third, you basically gave up the 3rd round that you got for Devontae. So all we really did was give up Devontae to get Geno Smith. All right, I'm cool with that, no problem. And then you're going to sign Geno Smith to, like, I don't know, a 3-year
contract.
Yeah,
3-year contract.
Right? Make him the bridge, okay? And you and I already both know, Papa Rundown, that for me, this wasn't the year to go get your quarterback because I don't think any of these guys are your quarterback guys. I'd rather wait to see if there's an Arch Manning down the line or something that we can get. That's going to be second.
But see, look. This is what we always do. This is what we always do. Everybody's always like, okay, so we thought at one point, oh, we'll get Caleb Williams. I remember that. Oh, we're going to get Caleb Williams. Oh, you know what? We'll get Jaden Daniels. Like we didn't get none of them dudes. Like we can't continue to say, oh, we'll just wait till next year and get Arch Manning. It don't work like that. It doesn't work that way. You have to listen. Okay. You get Shedeur Sanders, or you trade back and get Jackson Dart if you want, but you get one of those guys and you sit him down and you let him play behind Geno. You give Geno a 3-year contract, 2 years. You can get out after 2 years, and Geno, you start this shit off. Either we pick Shedeur at 6, or we trade back and get Jackson Dart later in the first round, and we rock from that way. But you can't say we're going to get Arch Manning. And we're gonna wait and do because it never happened.
Okay, but no.
But here, because you know what, Bears haven't drafted any quarterbacks in the first 3 rounds in years. We haven't drafted like 1, 4, 2 quarterbacks in the first 3 rounds, and just keep waiting and keep waiting and keep hoping and keep waiting. There's enough of that. It's not going to make moves now. This
is the best position.
There you go, bro. This is the best position we're going to get.
The quarterback wait another year or tank or any of that bullshit.
You can't do that, bro.
Draft. That's everybody saying. But this draft one and see what you got. Let them develop. Okay, we don't know. They might suck to the combine. They might have a good season, but if you get them developed under a veteran quarterback, you don't know what you can have.
And listen to Tom Brady. Tom Brady told you already on the Fox broadcast. Tom Brady told you. He always said, you know what? I think these quarterbacks are being thrown into the fire too early. You have some exceptions to the rule, but for every Jaden Daniels, there's a Trey Lance, Wilson. That's it. That was with the Jets. A Zach Wilson. Like for every one that hits, there's 5, 6, or 7 that don't. So if you get a chance to get a guy, put him in your culture, get him in your system, let him learn without all the pressure, then that's when you know you'll be able to develop a guy for the next spot down the line. That's what we need to really do.
No, but listen, Papa Rundown and Jay, I totally understand where you're coming from too. All right, I'm not one of the people that said we're not going to draft a quarterback this year. What I would have been saying this whole time is, why should we go reach for one? We shouldn't go reach for one. If one falls our way, that's great. But here's my question then, Chris. If Mason Graham falls to number 6, are you honestly
we talked about that
Sanders over Mason Graham? Because that would
I'm going to have to.
We're talking about that. Mason Graham.
That's what I'm saying, Papa Rundown. I disagree. Why would I give up a game changer in Mason Graham, a true nose tackle that can completely revamp our forefront defense, when I still have Aidan O'Connell anyways, and I just got Geno Smith? Why am I reaching for Shedeur? If Mason Graham falls to 6, I'm taking Mason Graham.
That's what we said.
I'm taking the best available.
We said take Mason Graham.
That's not what the Raiders are actually
going to do. The Raiders can get another quarterback later in the draft, and they can sit.
Okay, no. Okay, now Chris, I'm totally with you on. Hey, let's get to the second round, right? Maybe Jackson Dart will fall there, but I'm gonna ask you a honest question, though. All right, if Jackson Dart is there, and Omarion Hampton is there in our second round pick, do we not need a real running back, like an actual real running back that could be a star, like a Bijan Robinson type? I don't
think Omarion Hampton is Bijan Robinson, though.
Look, there are so many running backs in this draft now.
Exactly.
I would love to have Omarion Hampton, but if Jackson Dart's there in the second round,
I'm taking Jackson Dart. Yeah.
All right. Angelo made me come on screen for what he was saying. Angelo had to make me come on screen.
What's going on, Angelo? What's up, man? Oh, what's up, dude? What's going on? What's up, Rundown?
Happy to
I can't come on screen right now. I got my hands full. But I I will say this though.
He's got the
I'm taking Shedeur all day and night. You already know what goddamn time it is, bro. Stop. Like, we got to
That's
all
what they're gonna
day
make.
and night, dog. There's no way, bro. There's no way. Because now you're telling me I can have a franchise quarterback who I think now again, right? Check this out, Angelo. Check this out. Geno Smith's best year that you can say, right, with Pete Carroll. What was it? 4,500 yards, 30 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, right?
Playoff. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I think Shedeur Sanders is the perfect person to learn. Geno Smith is the perfect person to learn under. As far as Shedeur Sanders, the skill set is comparable. I think honestly, he can take what Geno Smith does to a supercharged level. So if I say if he gets me around 4,200 yards, I feel like you uptake that with Shedeur and he can get me 46, 4,700. You give me 30 touchdowns with Geno Smith, I bump that up 10 more. I can get 40 from him. And no way do I ever think Shedeur is throwing 11 interceptions. So then I bump that down by at least 5. So if I get 4,700 yards, 40 touchdowns, 6 interceptions from my quarterback. You taking that?
Okay. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing that all I'll say, Rundown, is that's a nice theory for you to say that Shedeur Sanders could possibly do all of this. But if Shedeur Sanders was really that good, then there wouldn't be all of these different arguments from all these different analysts talking about they're not exactly sure how good Shedeur Sanders can be.
They did that with Patrick Mahomes.
Projecting things.
They did that with Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, they did.
Nobody thought Patrick Mahomes was this. Nobody. If you did, you're lying. Nobody in Texas Tech was like, he's going to be a 3-whatever Super Bowl champion, be one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play. If you did, you was either ahead of the curve or you're lying. There's no way.
So here's my thing with it. All right. If Tom Brady honestly believes that Shedeur Sanders is worth the number 6 pick, then I'm all in. And you know this, Rundown. I never go against the Raiders. Like, I'm the one that's got to always back them up, right? Like, I'm always trying to be Mr. Positive about this shit. All I'm trying to say is, if we're doing the eye test, right? If Mason Graham falls to number 6, you're honestly going to take Shedeur Sanders over Mason Graham, bro.
Because Mason I will never, Graham, really? if it's up to me, I'm never watching no Gardner Minshew or Aidan O'Connell again. Never in my lifetime. I'm not doing that shit. I'm not.
You don't have to do it this time. You don't have to do it this time.
I will never. Because I never want to be in that type of situation like we were for the past 2 years. Which we just got a taste of what it was with fucking Jimmy G. And we remember what it was before DC. I'm not doing that again, bro. Like we're going to be solved in this area. That's it, bro. Our quarterback will be solved, and we can build around that because guess what? If I don't take him right there, if I don't take Mason Graham there, I've talked about it all the time. I love Kenneth Grant. I love Walter Nolan. These are dudes that I think can still be great D tackles in the league. That just don't mean because again, I like Mason Graham. It's not like we passing Jalen Carter again. It's not the same thing. I love Mason Graham, but this is not the same tier as Jalen Carter. I'd be able to go ahead and fuck around and get me a Walter Nolan, get me one of these guys in the other half that everybody not really talking about. That I still feel like can be very good pros in the back end.
All right. Okay. So, but what do you say then about some of the people who will say, yeah, but if we miss on Shedeur, we still got Jackson Dart that's going to be coming up here. And nobody's really going to be going after Jackson Dart. So you're saying you'd rather reach for Shedeur and give up on a possible all-pro day one type of talent when Shedeur, for a fact, will be benched so he can learn under Geno Smith. Or you can take the best available talent at number 6 and then go get Jackson Dart. You see what I'm trying to say about
I feel like even if it was Cam Ward, he'd be sitting. Even if it was Cam Ward, he'd be sitting down. It's the same thing.
Yeah, and you're not reaching, he's falling. Reaching is trading up.
Well, we already know. Okay, first of all, I mean, like I said, so Jay, you're saying if Mason Graham or any players that definitely rates higher, is a better talent, and is all of that than where Shedeur Sanders ranks, just because of quarterback, you're willing to still take Shedeur Sanders instead of waiting.
The Raiders are going to get him. That's Tech, Brady, and Pete. That's the move they're going to make. If Shedeur's there, they're going to grab him. Don't be surprised.
That's it.
We got a super chat from Space Beast. He goes, I keep hearing Sanders comp is Geno Smith, QB late.
Supercharged, dog. He can take that shit to a different level because he's not going to turn the ball over like Geno Smith is. Geno Smith will turn the ball over to a degree that Shedeur just will not. And I feel like he will be a better pre-snap processor than Geno. When it all said and done, bro, he will be I think he'll be better at that as well. So again, like,
thanks for the super chat, guys.
Yeah, of course, Space Beast, bro. Like at 6, bro, I have to make sure I don't do it now. If Shedeur's not there, it makes it easy, right? Because then I'll take fucking Mason Graham, no problem. But in the second round, if you tell me Dart's there, like, and you propose Omarion Hampton, right? For me,
yeah,
I like Quinshon Judkins just as much.
Yeah, I like him too. But my proposal was a running back.
Right.
But I can was take the best available running back.
I get that, but see, this is the thing. I can get Quinshon in the 3rd, and he's already been with our OC, and he knows what time it is.
I mean, that's what you think, though. That's what you think. But here's one thing that's for sure, Rundown. We just saw the running back market just changed because they fucking gave our guy Saquon that big ass bonus, so it just made the price go up. So if you're a team and you're like, yeah, we could get Najee Harris, or we can go draft so and so in the 2nd round. So there's going to be a run of running backs, dude. And then when they're gone, bro. I'm not about to wait till the 3rd round to hope we get somebody. I want
it's not a hope though. This is the thing. You got to know the class, right? Like the class is deep. So if it's not even hoping anything, like it's to the point where it's like
some probably sign as UDFAs. There's so many running backs.
Bro, there's a bunch of running backs right now, and y'all tell me if I'm lying, bro. I put some names in the hat, and y'all jiggle it up a little bit, and y'all take a fucking name out. You take one out. You tell me you wouldn't be happy with the name you took out in this draft.
I don't think you could miss on any one of them you're going to pull out.
Bro, it's that good.
It's very deep. Extremely deep.
That good.
I don't think in my lifetime of watching the draft, I've ever seen such a deep running back pool in the draft.
It's just that good, bro.
We don't lose that running back on this draft. We don't.
This is a rarity.
Somehow.
This is a rarity that there's this many good running backs coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my big name. So you remember Rundown when we were doing shows before last season. My big name was Talisi Fuaga. Remember that? I kept saying Talisi Fuaga because I kept seeing the lines. I was like, Cole Miller's getting older. Eventually, we're gonna need to address this. If we get Talisi Fuaga now, he's gonna be the future. Blah blah blah. And I get it. We took Brock Bowers. You remember Turf was all mad about it, right? But in hindsight, it was a good pick because we took best available player. So for me this year, Rundown, my Talisi Fuaga is Armand Membu from Missouri. That's the guy.
You got a fan.
I love him. That's the guy.
Rick L likes you, Angelo.
Armand Membu, if we could get him in any round, I don't know how long he'll stay, but dude, if you watch them in the combine, bro, 6'4", 330. He's a tackle that moves like a guard, like perfect dimensions, long arms. Like, dude, that guy. I don't know. Did you see that guy, Armand Membu from Missouri? That guy was crazy.
I didn't see it. I think Dr. Jeff might have watched it.
Jay, did you see Armand Membu?
No, Jeff's the O-line guy.
Jeff, you saw Armand Membu. And where do you rate him? Where do you rate him, Jeff?
He's definitely up there now.
See? That's what I'm saying. I honestly like them more than
I think I bet best case scenario for him right now, he's definitely in the top 15.
Amen. You're speaking the truth he's there, bro. I think he shot up above Kelvin Banks.
Yeah. I like them. I like Campbell.
They're both I think they're both kind of comparable. I think they're definitely either one can flip one and one. Either one of them could be the first offensive tackle. Either one I think is still coming off better than the kid from LSU, Campbell. I think.
Yeah, because they keep talking about that short arms thing with the LSU.
It's that, and just his overall performance. His footwork didn't look that great, whereas Kelvin Banks' footwork looked good. So did Membu. They both look solid. I can't find any weakness from them this past weekend. Campbell's just got too much against them right now, I think. Campbell, don't get me wrong, he's still a good freaking offensive lineman.
Yeah. If he falls to the
definitely one of the
second, Jeff,
tops
I'm
in the
taking him.
draft, but I don't think he's going to be. He'll be drafted, but he's not going to. I don't see him playing tackle. I see him playing inside.
I'm with you.
But let's be honest with ourselves, man. One of these first 2 picks got to be a quarterback. There's no other way. You can't. I mean, and look, you can say all you want, like, oh yeah, man, we're just gonna get one late rounds and 4th round and all this extra shit. But then think about this, right? How many quarterbacks do you know that are 4th rounders or less that are starting right now? How many?
Well,
Like
I have
2.
to do
I
the
can only
research,
name one.
man. You're
It's like
you're putting me on the spot.
It's
right
like no,
now.
I know it for sure. It's like
I mean,
Dak
Russell
Prescott.
Wilson was a 4th rounder. Dak Prescott was a 4th rounder. That's just off the top of my head, bro. That's just
Brock
off the top
Purdy.
of my head.
But look
Brock
at
Purdy,
look
You
how
can go
far
and challenge me
along,
without me
how
doing
far
some
apart are
research.
those? My shit, how far apart? You see how far apart those are? That's saying like that success don't come. That you just don't do that. Those dudes are actually they outperformed what their careers were supposed to be. Motherfuckers picked them. They had no idea they was going. Nobody thought Russell Wilson was going to do what he did that first couple years. Nobody. So he was like, okay, well, there we go. Dak Prescott was a healthy surprise after Tony Romo. I remember. Motherfuckers was like, oh my God, it's just something different. Bro, and Brock Purdy, nobody thought about Brock Purdy. If you thought about, get the fuck out of here. You're lying. If you thought he was going to do what he was doing. So
nobody even heard of him until
he might be
somebody heard of him
right
until he
now.
was taken.
That's what I'm saying. But see, for me, bro, it's like the success rate, we see it. It just does not work after the damn near the 2nd round. You don't get one after the 2nd round, bro. And if you do, he's an outlier. Like Dak Prescott and Russell Wilson are outliers. They're not supposed to do what they're doing. You feel what I'm saying? But they are.
Yeah.
Bro, Tom Brady, outlier. Biggest outlier there is. You feel what I'm saying? He's not supposed to 6th round. How many other 6th round motherfuckers did that after that, bro? Nobody. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, it's just, come on, man.
That's a good point. I understand where you're coming from because you really wanted us to get Jane Daniels last year, and I'm you know, in hindsight, bro, I'm with you, right? But I'm just saying, like if I mean, don't. It's just like when I said it on record. I said, don't be surprised if we trade for Geno Smith. Boom! Look what happened. We got Geno Smith, right? And all I'm trying to tell you is now my next don't be surprised. And Chris, I always mess with him about this because you know how Chris feels about this guy. But I'm like, I've been telling everyone, don't be surprised if JJ McCarthy becomes a Raider. I'm just saying, man. Like if Sam Darnold signs a long-term deal, don't be surprised if Spytek's like and Brady's like, you know what, man, we can't give you this year's first, but we understand you used a first, top 10 first. So how about we give you the 2027 first round pick?
Now show me the percentage of the 4th round and after.
McCarthy, man.
Right. And now Everett, show me the percentages for 4th round and after. How about that? I guarantee you it's not 30%. I guarantee you that shit not 30%, bro. 30% higher than 5. So shit, you say what you want, bro. Shit, I'm still taking the 30%. I just slept. I just took a nap. I'm still taking Shedeur. Next.
Rundown's just like he's glazing
like,
on
Shedeur.
He in fact, you know what it is? You know what it is about Rundown, ladies and gentlemen?
Eric,
he's got
welcome to the
PTSD.
Everybody's
from
thinking
us not
that
getting
Sanders is
Jaden
gonna
Daniels.
be there.
That's what
No, because that and CJ Stroud. I wanted CJ Stroud. I wanted both.
Oh yeah,
Sanders
yeah.
is-
And I'm
Sanders
with
is
you on
off
that
the
Rundown.
table.
I wanted
He's there,
CJ
they're gonna
Stroud
take
too.
him.
So,
Bro, I just got the feeling, bro. Like just like Jeff said, he got the gut feeling, just like LV got his feeling, bro. When I see it, this motherfucker, he just screams Raider to me, bro. I just feel like this motherfucker is the quarterback, bro. everything he does screams Raider.
You
to
think
me.
Shedeur Sanders screams Raiders to you?
Bro, I not giving a fuck what nobody thinks about you. Yes, that screams Raider to me. that screams Raider to me. Give a fuck what you think about me. I don't care if you like me or not. I'm gonna do me.
hey,
That's
Jeff,
a Raider.
Jamarcus Russell was a Raider too, bro. Just so that you
No, he wasn't. Because when we picked him, we knew that motherfucker was lazy. We knew what time it was with him. We said, all right, bro.
I'm sorry, Angelo, your mic's muted. I can see your mouth moving. I can't hear you.
Yeah, that's your brother. You can't drink that when like 400 goddamn pounds. You know, goddamn quarterback should be a lineman or something.
See, and this is what I feel right here too. Picking Shedeur Sanders is Jamarcus Russell. All
Oh
over
my
again.
God,
That's my
bro.
there you go, Jeff.
Sorry.
There
They
you
said
go,
that
Jeff.
last year with Jaden Daniels, bro. I don't want to hear that. They said that last year.
Say that?
They
I
said that
did.
last
I
year.
did.
People said that, not y'all, but people said that
I was gonna
last
say
year.
I didn't even know you last year, so
And guess what? And Angelo, no, I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I'm not gonna sit here and lie because Angelo, no, I was one of the main people that was I want Jaden Daniels, and everybody was like, no, we're not trading up. Why would you trade up? Main person, bro.
Was the year to get a quarterback for sure. That's the guy.
For sure. But people, bro, when I was arguing, they're like, oh, bro, we took Jamarcus Russell, and this dude he runs around like we can't do it, bro. They're gonna get every quarterback we have. It's gonna be he's Jamarcus Russell. Every quarterback. Like I'm tired of hearing that shit, bro. Get that shit. Stop it. You can give me another motherfucking comp than Jamarcus Russell. That's lazy. Shit's lazy.
I agree with this from Raiders Food.
Yeah, I don't think he does either.
I think he's going to go in the first round.
Yeah,
but it's going to be in the 20s.
Yeah. Or late or the 30s, right? Like somebody will trade back to 31,
or if the Jets don't do something in free agency.
Yeah,
I think they're going to pull an early trigger, and I could see them taking them right after us. I think they're that desperate.
Honestly, the Jets are. Yeah, the Jets are a team that, honestly, if the Giants end up getting their quarterback through trade or free agency, watch out for them to trade up to where the Giants are, somewhere ahead of us, to try to go get that quarterback, whoever falls, the second quarterback, whoever it is.
Hey, Rebel, you want to start with me, dog? We can go in today. Don't start with me. I'm on. Because you like Riley Leonard. I don't want to hear shit from you. Don't start with me, dog. You like Riley Leonard.
Run down, bully you.
He like Riley Leonard. He's serious about it. So I'm not going to start that. We're not going to start with Rebel tonight.
Go get him, Rebel. Go get him.
We're not going to start tonight.
He's going to be on the Pro team.
That's funny.
I didn't even see that.
We're not going to start that. He loved Riley Leonard, and he's dead serious about it. So I don't know how I can take that serious.
Hey, Rebel. Shedeur Sanders gets more glaze from Rundown than DJ Glaze. His name, dude. Like,
all right, Angelo.
No, I'm just messing with you, man. I understand your PTSD about the quarterback, bro. I get it. I get you. You know my PTSD is until we can protect the motherfucker, he's just gonna get injured anyways.
There's Arnie, 4th round pick for Leonard.
Riley Leonard. What? Hey, Jeff, did you think he looked bad at the combine? He looked like a 4th rounder, right? 3rd, 4th.
4th, yeah.
He didn't look. I don't think he looked that high.
4th plus.
There was only a couple quarterbacks that.
Riley Leonard is trash.
Yeah, there was only a couple.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there was only a couple quarterbacks that I
garbage.
Looked good.
Rundown's worst nightmare is going. Rundown's worst nightmare, guys, is going to be we don't take a quarterback all the way until the 6th round, and then we take Will Howard. That's gonna be.
See, Will Howard. I ain't gonna be too mad, bro. I ain't gonna be too mad. And if he did, I wouldn't be talking to you, motherfuckers. I ain't gonna lie. If I was on Dion payroll, I'd not be talking to you, motherfuckers. But either way, though. See, look, I'm not taking. See, and you like Tyler Shuck and shit. And Tyler Shuck, look, I like Tyler Shuck, bro. But let's be honest with ourselves, dog. I mean, the man's 25. He gonna come in. He gonna make cool plays and all this extra shit. But if he was to start, let's be honest, bro. I'm kind of surprised. I'm not gonna cap. If he was to start and be a franchise dude, I'm gonna be surprised. Very surprised. I had that same energy with Jaden Daniels. I was standing on 10 toes. What happened to all the motherfuckers that told me he was gonna be bad? Y'all disappeared. So again, bro, I'm gonna stand 10 toes on what I stand on, bro. Angelo, no. He know. Last year I said multiple times, bro, and everybody kept trying to talk me off that ledge. So again, where were y'all was that? I'm still waiting for everybody to tell me Jaden Daniels was garbage. I'm waiting for that crowd.
No, you ain't hearing that from me because
it's not gonna. But see, look, when we wrong, they gonna come on here and tell us we wrong. But when we right, they gonna shh.
Hey, Rundown, just feel good about this. If I was doing this YouTube stuff a year ago, dude, I would have been in your corner big time because I was pushing for him on my end for sure.
Yeah, me too.
That's what I wanted. I would have given up our entire draft for that pick to move up and get him. Hell yeah. Granted, it's not like we would have been in the same position that Washington was in making the playoffs and going to the championship.
He would have made us better.
But we'd be light years ahead of where we are now. For quarterback.
We don't want more games, at least.
He would have made us better. 100%.
Maybe
now, everybody. Bro, I go back to some shows because everybody loves Jaden Daniels now. I mean, of course, in hindsight, shit, we love the motherfucker now.
Yeah, why did we pick Jaden Daniels in the draft? Well, we could.
Just like, bro, it's good now. But You know, hey, do y'all think I'm not gonna say it, y'all think Riley Leonard was the second best quarterback at the combine?
No,
No.
not even close.
Come on, son.
Not from
Brady
what I
Cook.
saw.
Brady Cook
Brady
was
Cook
better,
was
and
better.
nobody gave a fuck about Brady Cook before that.
Yeah,
He
Brady
was
Cook was better.
Let's be real, bro. Nobody cares.
Brosmer was better. Max Brosmer was better.
Brosman, that's his name.
Brosman looked
Thank you,
okay,
Nick.
definitely.
Shuck is 8 months older than Penix and has 3 fewer ACLs injuries, but has the same amount of shoulder injuries.
Yeah, he has like broken collarbones and all that stuff.
Come on now. Same amount, bro. Same amount. I mean, the dude's hurt too, so we gotta acknowledge that. I mean, 25, bro. That's a lot of fucking. That's old, bro. That's old.
Matt Corral was better. I'm dead.
Who?
Matt Corral. He was throwing at the combine. He said Matt Corral was better.
He said Matt Corral.
Oh, like, who?
Come on, son. We was over there talking about what's his name, Matt or whatever Brosmer.
Max Brosmer, yeah.
Brosman.
Before we was talking about Riley
Leonard.
Leonard.
Yeah, for sure.
Come on, son. Let's keep it a bean, bro. Let's keep it a bean. I think, honestly, you know, it just none of these. Look, we got to be honest with what we see, bro. Like we projecting traits with Milroe and Quinn Ewers and all this extra shit. We project. Dart is the only out of the three, bro. We know what the three is, bro. Dart's the last of the good tier. After that, it's a wrap. It drops after that. The quality drops.
Yeah, big time.
Then we're fucked, and then we're hoping and wishing at that point. Like we're praying that this motherfucker ends up being good. Like if you take Milroe, we're not gonna see him for 2 years straight. And we're gonna pray.
I don't want to see him for 2 years straight if we draft him. I don't want to see him for 2 years.
Bro,
And then
Milroe
you're
needs to
just
learn
gonna-
how to throw to a running back.
That bro, you're gonna sit there and you're just gonna hope and wish and pray that Chip Kelly and them are doing the right thing behind the scenes with him, because there's no way you want to see him before 2 years is up. No way.
Listen, catastrophe happens. Something happens to all our quarterbacks. So you won't see him for 2 years.
You know who I think might take a run at Jalen Milroe though? I think that the Ravens might take a run at Jalen Milroe. Just in case, right? Like let him learn behind Lamar.
He's that Tyler Huntley 2.0 right there, and younger Tyler Huntley.
No, for real. But like Dark Phoenix says, bro, after Dart, there's no QB work. I'm with LV at this point. We don't get Dart, bro. I might take Will Howard just for the fuck of it. But honestly, dog, I'd be okay if I don't get one after that. I'll be all right.
Yeah.
I'll wait till next year. See what I got. You know what I mean? See what can fall to me next year. See if I get something in the mid rounds, like how the Chiefs got fucking Mahomes that year. You know what I'm saying? And then there we go.
From the rare camp, there are interest in Jalen Milroe. They were looking at him.
They have interest.
Yeah, they have interest on him. So
wait, who?
I don't know where they can draft.
Milroe.
They put on drafting.
No, what team though?
Raiders.
Oh, the Raiders have interest.
I
didn't see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're looking at them.
Uh-huh.
But now since they got Geno Smith in there, they're going to draft me like third, fourth round, whatever.
Test. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I mean, got the trucker headset.
Huh.
Yeah. Well, I have to. It's 1:30, so people starting to sleep, so I had to take it off speaker on my laptop, so I put my headphones on.
Yeah, it's late for you. It's late for you.
No, it's not late for me. It's late for everybody else in the house, not for me. Early.
Hey, Rundown. It's late for Papa Rundown, man. He ran
Oh,
off.
yeah. I think he had to take it. I don't know what he did. He had probably taken a call and forgot.
Tell Papa Rundown I said he got scared when I came on because he don't want it. No,
I'm definitely going to let him know. I'm definitely going to let him know.
He's always messing with me, man. He's always messing
I already
with me.
know. I already know. He be letting me know.
What's up, Daniel S? Jeff, good. What's up? Welcome.
I just don't see it with Milroe, bro. I don't see it. I mean, that. Everybody that talks about Milroe, like, what do you see? Where are you seeing it? And besides projection, like that's the only thing. You're hoping this motherfucker turns into something, but we don't know that for a fact.
It's a gut feeling. Everybody wants him because their gut feels good.
Did you have that same gut feeling for Joe Milton? You know what I'm saying?
Not me.
I'd rather take Joe Milton. I ain't gonna care. I'll take him right now.
After Dart, I'd take Joe Milton.
I'll take him now. I'll take that right now.
I'll take him too. You can be a third string quarterback.
Exactly. Well, shit, second, really, because I'm really done with AOC. I'm finished. I ain't gonna lie.
Slimmer Rob Ryan.
AOC is the face of the Raiders. Ron, get used to it.
Man, bro, this man, hey, he gonna be the new Brandon Parker, dog. Like this motherfucker just can't get rid of this motherfucker. He's just sticking around every year, bro. Every year, just sticking around.
Sorry, Jay, I didn't know you left.
Speaking around. Rundown. Do you think Thayer Mumford on his final year? Do you think we're trading him, letting him go, or do you think we're going to keep him?
Well, he's quality depth.
They'll keep him.
Yeah.
He plays left side pretty well.
Because he's costing. When I was doing the projections for the salary cap, he was like $3 million. Because then he increases because this is his final year. So. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Wait a minute. Are you a AOC supporter?
You know I am, bro.
I mean, I know you are already, Angela. Are you? I already know. See, Jeff, don't do it. Because my man up here was already mad. They was mad about Geno Smith being signed, and you're telling me that you like Aidan O'Connell? Not you. I'm talking about this person.
All right.
And you telling me you like Aidan O'Connell? This person up here? So you're mad about Geno Smith, but you want Aidan O'Connell to have his day. Yeah, we can't talk no more ball. All right, well, we're done here. we're done there.
Hey, Rebel, if you want to come in, I sent you the link. If you want,
that's true. This is true. I see. You give AOC flowers when flowers are due. Like if he would have started over Minshew last year,
yes,
I agree.
Yes,
100% agree.
Yep. And by the way, Rundown. That's my entire reason why I always back up Aidan O'Connell is I don't think that motherfucker got a fair shake yet. He's had several coaches. He's had one offensive coordinator because the other one was a quarterback coach. And in both times, somehow he kind of sort of made it work. I'd like to actually just see what would happen if people cared about him.
Plus, Angelo, he's under a salary cap. So,
yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. Angelo. He ain't got a fair shake, and the shit ain't gonna never shake right for him. I'm gonna be real with you, dog.
Man, listen, bro. You're gonna feel pretty bad if he ends up going somewhere, and then it's like, 3 years later, he's a starter. I'm just saying.
Good for him. I'd be like, shit. He be Kirk Cousins. That's what he be. And look at Kirk. Kirk ain't done shit, but make money. So he done.
He's a bank thief.
Kirk ain't do nothing but make money, man. I mean, I ain't mad at it. You do what you do, man. Make you some bread.
He should be in jail. Though Kirk Cousins should be in prison right now because he's robbing teams. That's what he's doing.
Facts.
He's the biggest scammer out there in the NFL right now.
All right. I don't like doing this, man, but I'm gonna do it, bro. I'm gonna do it because they said we would take Will Howard, but not Riley Leonard. Dog. I mean, did we not watch that championship game? Did none of us watch the championship game, Ohio State versus Notre Dame? It's crazy, bro. It's wild. It's been fun. There you go. Send them off, man. Trade them somewhere.
Really,
bro.
Jeff, Jeff of all people, I've never
biggest supporter, bro.
Yeah.
And now
it's gonna rain.
And I ain't gonna lie, Angelo. I'm gonna tell you what I told Papa Rundown, just for all you Angelo people, right? Or for all you AOC people. Tell you, right? A day after we heard AOC say, man, we watching film with Tom Brady. We doing all that. Tom Brady said, yeah, we need to go get Geno Smith. I can't do this shit.
He's not getting it.
It was a day after they said they was watching film. They say, yeah, let's make the trade. That shit is hilarious.
That's funny.
Angela, you're gonna have to come to grips with it. He's not.
No, I look. That's fine with me, man. Everybody can go get. All I care, you know me, Jeff. All I care about is us shoring up the O line. Once they do something about that,
I will say this right now. If he's still on the roster at the end of the 2025 draft, I will be surprised.
Okay, really?
There's a good chance we're probably going to trade him away. That's my take. I haven't heard anything. I'm just putting it out there. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets traded away.
He might get traded sooner than you think. I feel.
Well, I know that, but
that's if we take a quarterback. You're muted, but
for DK, bro. You never know.
They're not gonna accept AOC for DK.
Hey, I'll tell you one.
With Mayor, why not?
Not going to make it past
That's
the draft.
still not
I
enough.
pulled my mic out of the computer by accident.
I'll tell you this. There's this one possibility that because when they made the phone call to Seattle and Seattle was overdoing it, like we want a first and a third.
Yeah.
If you guys want DK, which is what I think what happened is like during that conversation, they're like, "Hey man, what do you think about Geno?" And then they're like, "Oh, okay, we'll give you Geno," and then it worked out, right? I think they're going back to the table, and don't be surprised. This is for I'm not trying to make rundown upset, but don't be surprised if there's some weird trade that happens where they go, all right, man, what you really want is blank blank for DK. I'll tell you what, we'll take DK, we'll take your second round pick, and we'll swap first round picks. And then basically the Raiders would get the first round of Seattle, DK Metcalf, and 2 second-round picks.
That's too much because we still have to pay DK, and we are already. So I would.
We
not
got money though. We got money, baby.
Money is. There's still a salary cap. Like I want to address. You've been preaching offensive line this whole time. We're not going to be able to get Becton's or whoever is in the free agency class. That's who I want to get our offensive line out of is the free agency class because I feel like we could. Sure, use that money better than getting a DK because there's still receivers in this draft that are going to be available that at 6 and then obviously later in the draft that I feel more confident than having to pay DK.
I'm really with Nate. I'm with LV. Real quick, Dark Phoenix. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was with you to a point, but then it's like when I turned on I just fucked around and turned on Geno Smith highlights for the fuck of it after we drafted. I was like, bro, we ain't had a motherfucker make throws like this in years. I like legit, bro. When I turned on the highlight, I was like, oh my god, like this is actually something I ain't seen in years in this uniform. So I'm telling you, bro, just turn on the highlights for the fuck of it and watch it. I'm telling you, bro, you're gonna be.
No, Geno's legit.
You'll be all right. You'll be all right.
Geno in Seattle, when Pete Carroll gave him all that confidence,
you will be okay, bro.
Legit, man.
You will be okay, bro. I think this is. I mean, if the defense, like, say we do take Mason Graham, right? Like, Shedeur not there, whatever. We take Mason Graham. I'm fine with that. Now, we got a defense. We already know we can mess with the Chiefs. We know that. I mean, that was no Mason Graham. You know what I'm saying? Like, we already know what time it is. Now, we add to
Wilkins.
Geno Smith is the type of quarterback that if our defense plays like we know it can play, we can beat the Chiefs. I know that for a fact.
Oh, yeah.
We
just need to score points.
Hey, Jeff, Sam Tanka's crazy, bro. He's like, DK for Mayor, Zamir, and Diablo. That's
immediately.
We might as well add a cheeseburger.
You make the phone call. Let's go.
Throw in AOC just because.
Make the call.
Hey, I'm fine with that. I'll even throw in a 5th rounder for you if you want that. That get rid of.
Hey, throw Andre James in there too, since we're giving him away for nothing anyway.
Yeah. As long as Jack's not, Jack will be screaming, no, not Mayor. You can't let him go.
Man, bro. I mean, Mayor, I still think has some value. I mean, if you don't get rid of him, I'm not gonna be. I'm gonna be like, okay, cool. You know, we can go 12 personnel and all that. But if you do, if we get something good, I just want something good. If you do,
yeah, I think DK Metcalf's a good thing.
Oh yeah, but we got to pay this motherfucker. Paying this man this money is not feasible for us. It's just not.
Yeah,
can't do it no more.
We have to restructure everything.
C-Mac is more of a like, there we go.
Why? Exactly, and then you can still get Jaden Higgins later. You can still get Marcus Goldens. You can still get there's like I said, there's a ton of wide receivers later in the draft.
Out there.
Oh yeah,
there's like Rundown said Saturday. There's no number 1 wide receiver in this draft. That's the thing.
It's a pretty good wide receiver draft though. You know, I mean, I think 2 wide receivers will go in the first round.
Igbuka and McMillan.
Yep.
Yeah.
They look pretty fucking good.
Those 2 are good. Yeah, for sure.
Did your brother get into some drugs in the house or something?
No, bro.
That's what I posted. We're really gonna have 2 Shedeurs on the team, Geno and Shedeur.
Apparently, we're gonna have 3 now.
Who's the third one?
AOC.
Oh, okay. if you say so.
Yeah, but which defensive back, Dark Phoenix? I don't even.
Yeah.
So this free agent list this year overall is just
Hey, just so you know, we still have Jacorian Bennett. He's coming back.
Sam,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sam Tanka.
Yes.
Everybody knows that, bro. Everybody knows Ryan Garcia is going to knock out Raleigh.
Yes. Jaden Higgins is another guy. I know LV probably talked about this. Jaden Higgins is real, bro.
Yeah, he was. I think he was the best one there.
He's real.
The best one out of the combine.
And I like McMillan. McMillan's gonna do his thing too. You know, he's gonna shine. So
yeah, but actually, both of those our receivers are good.
Yeah, Jalen Nola's good too.
Yeah,
Jalen Nola's good too.
Guys, the wide receiver class is so deep. Savion Williams will fall, and he's good.
He worries me though, because he ain't no like actual. I don't want to say that. Like, he's like a Debo guy. Like he's like Debo. You got to Debo him because he's not.
Debo.
He's not a traditional receiver like the mother. He gets handoffs, shit like that. You know, like you gotta actually scheme him. I don't think you can just line him up there and be like, oh yeah, you're an X and you do what you do over there. I don't think you can do that.
Yeah.
Although I like him though, I do like him. I will mess with him for sure. DJ Reed is who I want in free agency.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I want DJ Reed. If not him, then I know what I'm doing in the first round. God damn it, if it ain't no quarterback. You already know where I'm going. Corner, and it ain't Will Johnson.
Are you taking that guy that like went off the charts in the combine? I'm forgetting his name right now.
Worry? Nah. I'm taking Jade Barron.
Oh, okay.
Jade Barron is a better fit for us, bro. Everybody love Will Johnson, but he's just a better fit.
Yeah, man, no worries.
He would be nice with Pete though. He'd be nice with Pete and PG, bro. Even Wari fit. You get that Cam Chancellor motherfucker that you used to have back in the day. You know what I mean? We can make that work, but I like even Wari, bro. He's cold.
Yeah, we still got Michael. We still got Jacoby Myers. He's on the team. Got 1 year left.
Oh, Michael, we know that we know about Jacoby.
Yeah, he got 1 year left.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's not going nowhere.
He's solid, bro. Yeah.
We don't have to talk about Jacoby. We know what he's doing. Exactly. We know what he's going to do.
He's consistent. He's solid. He makes the catches. He run blocks.
0 drop rate. 0% drop rate.
We know.
Actually, bro, it's a compliment because we don't worry about him at all. That's why we like.
That's why we don't talk about him because we don't worry about him. We're not talking about trading him.
We're talking about that motherfucker.
Hey, Chris, just fun fact too about Jacoby Myers. Just word from what I'm hearing. He's the best boxer out of all of the ones that are training boxing right now for the Raiders. In that
really?
You have to do that,
No, hey, he's traded. They call him the best basketball player on the team too. The motherfucker's super athletic.
I can believe that.
He's super athletic. So he's sneaky athletic for what he gets.
I thought Max Krause was the best boxer on the team because he's boxing too.
That was UFC. Max.
Oh, Max? No, Max was getting his ass blown up by Strickland. I mean, like, I love Max Crosby, bro, and I love that he trains in it and all. But when he asked for that smoke, like, look, man, fighting's different. Like, we love you, but fighting's different. Like, you know,
I just saw that. Saw that like within the last couple hours.
Jonathan.
I'm doing that. So and some people are like, why would you do that in the D tackle and still like that? Hey, buddy, if I get Jonathan Allen, I'd still take Mason Graham at 6 if I don't got no motherfucker.
There we go. See, rundown, we're right there.
I still Jonathan. Yeah, look at Jonathan Allen. He's 8 years in the league, so he's not going to be here forever. You're only going to get him for a year or two.
Oh no, bro! You take Mason Graham
short term.
You know, and then you have Mason Graham with him and Wilkins.
Can you imagine? Oh my God! Hey, now again, bro, no quarterback there, bro. It's easy for me to say just pick a fucking D lineman and let's just go to work. It makes it easy at that point.
Well, I mean, if that's the case, I think myself and Jay and Angelo could go play secondary for the team, and we don't have to worry about the front line.
Real talk. I don't care who the damn corners are at that point.
I'll be the fattest fucking linebacker or defensive back out there. I won't need to run. I'll just stand there.
And that's why I was telling a lot of people about
Jack Jones. Center field.
You feel me? I see people don't like Jack Jones, but honestly, for me, I feel like he can still be redeemable, and his quality of taking the ball away. You don't see that in a lot of corners, right? Like, so if we get a D line like you're talking about with Jonathan Allen, add that with Kuntz and all them. Oh, dog. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He'll be able to take some chances. We'll be able to let Jack Jones take a little bit more chance.
I actually think Rundown, if I don't know what's going on with Nate Hobbs yet, and of course I'd love to have him back, but I don't think
he's gone.
He's gone.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gone already. Oh shit. Okay. Well, that's what I was going to say anyway.
He's gone already, but we're just not going to go out of our way to bring him back.
Okay. Well, if he doesn't come back, what I was going to say is I think Jack Jones, who's still under contract, can play the nickel slot anyway, so he'd be fine.
That would scare the shit out of me.
I had mentioned that.
That scared the shit out of me. That would scare the shit out of me.
Nah,
I just think that the fact that he doesn't tackle very well. I think that's
he's a risky dude.
Yeah, he's a risk taker. He don't. Yeah, I don't see that happening.
It's not his strong suit.
Because I know his strong suit is trying to take the risk and learn watching film and jumping the routes and things of that nature, right? So for him, I like the boundary helps him. In order to okay, maybe I could jump it, but just in case I got the fucking sideline or whatever the case, I can do these things. In the slot, bro, you don't have no help. If you bite on a route, it's over. It's over, dog. It's a wrap. That's a touchdown. So I mean, it's just.
Well, since we're talking about defensive backs, do you got any of you guys hearing any news about what's taking the whole Morig deal or any of that long?
No, let them shop. They let them shop around. They let them see.
They're gonna try to match it. I think. Yeah.
They want to see what he's getting.
They want to
see. Okay. Because I was wondering if maybe the Raiders are like, fuck it, we can get Malachi Starks.
Be right back.
No, they informed Merritt that said you can go test a fee mark. Go ahead, and then see what the asking price is. If they want to keep him, they can match it or let them walk. So.
For me, I like Merrick. I just bring him back because the options aren't really. I like Javon Holland, of course, but of course, before the familiarity of the scheme, you could say bring back Trayvon Merrick because he's familiar. Yeah. Where I start getting bullish at, and because I was bullish on Trayvon, and I'm like, okay, whatever. I start getting, and we're not bringing back Hobbs. Cool. I'm bullish on Kuntz. I'm not giving Kuntz over a certain amount of money. I'm not doing it. Not doing it. It's not happening, bro. Not when I know Josh Sweat is out there. Hell no. I'm paying Josh Sweat all day and night with the type of money that Kuntz is asking. And I get it, it might be fucked off. But if we really talking about making big boy moves, we checking nuts. I heard Trey Hendrickson's available for a 3rd round pick.
Yep. Hey, I'll do that. I'll do that right now. I'll give you right now. Rundown.
That's what we really want to do. You feel me? Because what does he want? What is he gonna want?
He's gonna want Max Crosby money. He led the league in sacks last year.
He ain't getting that. He's
Not
30. He's 30. He's not, bro. That's a lot of bread, bro.
He's gonna ask for that though. That's the problem.
So let me.
I think that's all he wants. Somebody paid him, but not the Raiders.
Nah, but if we're going, I'm just saying for reference, right? For reference, right? If let's just say, because again, you talking about Kuntz wanting $20 million, y'all.
Yeah,
shit. Come on, y'all. We talking about Kuntz and $20 million, bro. If that's the case, I'm paying Trey Hendrickson. I don't care about that.
I'm signing Chase on yesterday. That's my thought. I'm signing Chase on yesterday.
I didn't know that Rundown because fuck that, dude. I was thinking
I'm not paying that man $20 million.
I was thinking like 7, 8, maybe.
Oh no, that's the deal. That's what we want. That's what we hope. Like we hope this motherfucker gets that, But okay, so for real, Max Crosby's at 35, right? So we already know that. Nick Bosa's 34. Josh Allen Hines at 28. Brian Burns, 28. TJ Watt, 28. Whatever, 28. So we're probably not doing that. That's a lot of fucking money. But I'm just like,
gonna want like 30, bro.
Yeah. But I'm saying for reference, if you're talking about $10 more million, right, for Malcolm Kuntz versus Trey Hendrickson. Trey Hendrickson just had 17.5 sacks last year. I didn't see Malcolm Kuntz last year. So if it's the difference of 10 mil, bro, I'm just not good. I wouldn't give no Malcolm Kuntz no 20 mil, bro. I'd fuck around and give Trey Hendrickson 30 before I gave 20 to Malcolm Kuntz. There's just a plain simple fact, bro.
Yeah.
Only because, and that's not saying Malcolm Kuntz won't be a good player, but again, y'all are willing and ready to pay a man $20-25 million based off 8 games you've seen in 2 years.
Good night, G-Raider.
Yeah, I'm willing to give him $7 million and a cheeseburger, bro.
You feel me? Like, bro, that's 8 games in 2. Bro, we are. if a motherfucker could live off of some 8-game stretch, that's what people are doing with Malcolm Kuzma. Bro. They're living off the 8-game stretch. This shit was 2 years ago. I need to see it more recently. I need to see what he does now. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I cannot pay for that just because that 8 games. Oh my God, I seen him do that shit in 8 games, and like I get it, but come on, bro. Like we ain't seen it.
He needs a 1-year prove it deal. Now, like I said, his injury was so severe, he missed a whole season. We don't know if he's back from that yet. We don't know if he's healthy enough. So I want to okay, I'll tell you what. Here's $8 million or 8 to 10. Here's 1 year. Prove it you can do the same thing you did a couple years ago.
Right,
and then we'll get a 2nd-year option and we'll raise it up. But I'm not getting $20 million for something that you did 2 years ago for only 9 games or 8 games. No, not worth it. If that's the case, I'm gonna see if they got openings for me. I'll go work for that. I can sit at home make $20 million. Yeah, I'll do it.
Hey, Jeff, is Jeff on or did he?
He's taking a break.
Oh, he's taking a break. All right.
Yeah, I think he went for a smoke break.
Geno Smith sucks. What are we doing? I know he sucks. He did pretty good last year. He won 10 games.
Yeah.
What did we do?
Hey, Chris, I didn't know your last name was the same as my last name. We have the same last name?
How's that?
Oh, somebody put Ray. Oh, he's. I thought somebody was putting Chris Reyes. I was like, Chris's last name is Reyes. My bad, bro. My bad.
My last name is so bad that they banned me from what's that place called? What's that? Facebook.
Okay.
Facebook.
Yeah, they did because of my last name. They won't let me put my name in there.
Wow, that's pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
Now I kind of want to know what it is, though.
Why is Diesel trying to be funny, Rundown? He's like, what we think about Diablo. You already know what we think about Diablo.
You already know. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Yeah, pedophile, whatever that means. Not even close.
Said we deal with Kunis up to 18 mil. Depends on games played and sacks. If he plays 17 games and has 10 sacks, he was worth 18 to 20.
What?
Yeah, 18 mil as a starting point is a lot of fucking money, dude. That is a ton of money.
18 mil is like this. What are you asking for? 20, 18 million? No way.
Bro, I'll pay DK Metcalf before I pay Falcons.
Yeah, me too. I'll pay DK
Come
Metcalf.
on, man. Come on now. Smart takes. Ain't nobody paying nothing. Oh,
Yeah,
J.A.? Tank Davis is ass, bro. Don't let Papa Rundown come back. See, Rundown, tell your dad I said the reason why he left is because he knows he doesn't want none of that smoke about Tank Davis. Thank you, J.A. Tank Davis got an ass whooping, and everybody knows it. And I'll
tell him. I'm gonna tell him because he definitely.
You tell him I said Tank Davis is the most fake ass champion out of all of them right now.
Oh wow,
fake, bro.
Boy, standing on business right now.
Yeah, I watched that fight.
Oh, up to 18.
Hey, Chris,
I watched the fight.
18, got you.
Chris, let me ask you a question. Did you pay $80 to watch the fight?
Why should I?
Exactly. Thank you. So you didn't, right?
No, I got service right now. I get all that free, everything, pay-per-view, everything free.
Cool. So that's the whole thing is he's ass. He's not. You know what's like? You could do a poll where would you rather pay Tank Davis the $80 pay-per-view for Tank Davis or pay Malcolm Kuntz $18 million? I bet you more people will say I'll pay Malcolm Kuntz $18 million. That's how much ass Tank Davis is.
Look here, Angelo. I paid back in the day for a Mike Tyson fight $60 back in the 90s for a pay-per-view. And the damn fight lasted 35 fucking seconds. So you think I'm paying for another fight? No.
Mike was different though. Like, come on now, bro. Mike was different though.
Okay, you know $8 a day. $60 back in the 90s was a lot of money. So it's inflation, probably like $180 or $190 today. I pay for that. and watch a fight that lasts only 35 seconds. Now I'm not paying for no more.
Hey, real quick, man, I'm about to dip on out of here. I got daddy duties. I'm gonna take care of for the night, man. So I'm finna dip on out. Jay, I'm gonna tap in with you. Hey, man, we're gonna do our thing during the weekend, bro. I mean, let's get some content in. You already know what time it is. Chris, you already know. Hit me up. Angelo, hit me up, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Jeff, hey, Chris, tell Jeff I said peace out, man.
Hey, Ryan, don't forget, man.
Yeah, I'm there. You know, because Pops is there. Shit, I'm there. Y'all already know what time it is. All right, man. Y'all keep it easy, man.
All right, bro.
See you, bro.